Hi guys! So much to talk about today. I'm so excited. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Nice setting. I made it myself. You have to make your heaven while you're here on earth. So where are you the most? You're in your house. You're in your home, right? So you've got to make it a sanctuary. I'm going to wait for a few more people to come into the room so we can talk about it. I'm wearing the same outfit as I did yesterday on my live. It's still clean, by the way. I'm not some dirty cow. Every time I go on live, I have to look for something to wear, so it's something brand new. And I thought, okay, let me just wear this for like while I'm on my live. And I was like, it's not dirty, so I might as well just wear it again today. How's everyone doing? I've got so much info to give you. It's crazy. And I hope it will be beneficial for you guys. I've got so much to talk about. It's like I have to write everything down so I don't forget. Oh my God, it's so good. Yeah, you had a private reading due ages ago. I offer it 3 to 6 months, depending on you. It's crazy. I always talk about you though, Ophelia. I don't know if you were on my live yesterday. I did readings yesterday. But I mean, some very interesting stuff have come in for me. I did a live yesterday. I think I connected to like 5 people across the veil. It was just amazing. Like the stuff that they gave me. We should do it in person. I don't like driving, so you're going to have to come to me. Sorry. I live in East London, innit? You're going to have to come to my house. I ain't going all the way to you because my car is so unreliable. Sorry. And I don't like getting on the train because I get anxiety. So you can come to my house. Hey, Scarlett. I got so much to talk about. I've got to wait for everybody to come into the room. So much. There's so much events that happen with other clients. I had a client that I read this morning before I came on my live. Oh my God, I am so good. I'm so sorry. Making a coffee. You do that. I've got my matcha drink here. I saw a 24-year-old girl that I now follow on TikTok, and she was like, hi guys. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. And as she's saying all of this, she's like making this matcha drink. And I'm like, I'm going to do that. So I ordered like my matcha cup with my glass straw. I got some matcha powder. I got like coconut milk. What else did I get? I got like strawberry syrup. Ooh, everyone is addicted to it, man. And my daughter comes into the living room last night and she's like, Mum, did I have my matcha drink today? And I was like, no, bitch, you know you fucking didn't. Because it's like, she's like, I go, why don't you just make it yourself? And she goes, because you make it so much nicer than me. And I'm like, no, you don't. It's because you're lazy and you can't be asked to fucking do it. That's why, you little shit. So I have to get up and make the matcha drink. Hi, Ellie. It's just, oh, God. So, and you know, matcha clears out my stomach. Green tea does me real good. If I need to do a crapoloni, I just make some green tea. Hey, Ava. Did I show you guys my orchid the last time? Do you remember when... Hey, Gemma. I'm good, thank you. Is it really worth the hype? I love it. I got it here. Never tried to do it. I love it. And I got ice on a hot day. Oh, I put like the strawberry syrup mixed with milk. I use the frother. And then I get my matcha powder, mix it with coconut milk, mix it all together. Oh, so good. Oh my God. So I gave it to my daughter and she was like, and then my brother, I was like, do you want a cold matcha drink? He's come back from Greece and the guy looks like a leather bag. It's like, bruv, what happened to you, man? You look like a leather bag. Like, he looks like a leather bag. I don't know how else to describe it. And he was like, I got fucking burnt when I got to Greece. What is this? Why is this here? He was like, when I got to Greece, man, he was like, I was like, we can handle the heat. And then he was like, no. He was like, no. And I don't even know what color that is. All I know is that he looks like one of them expensive Louis Vuitton leather bags. That's the color of his skin. It looks so awkward. It's so weird. I was like, dude, man, this is not good. I need to try it as I keep seeing it. Yeah, I make it so good. So he come back from Greece and he's looked like he's been fried from the sun. And I was like, let me make you a matcha drink, bro. And he was like, okay, because I wanted him to be like, and he was like, damn, that's real good, man. And I'm like, I know, it's so good, isn't it? So he loves it. My daughter wants it as well. She's always asking me for it. She's like, can you make it for me, mum? I was like, do it yourself. And she's like, yeah, but you make it really good. And I was like, no, it's because you're lazy, cunt. Hey, Rashad. I was like, it's because you're fucking lazy and you can't be able to do it, so you want me to do it. Don't try it. I love my girl. I love my daughter. Why are you still here, though? Don't you have a home to go to? And I changed my couch covers. So now it's white. Look at that. Because it used to be like beige or coffee mocha. And I've changed the sheets. It's so good. TikTok shop is so good. It's so good. So now it's just uplifted, like giving it a facelift. That woman upstairs is going for gold again. So she's screaming like she's going to kill them. Oh, God. So yesterday, so we know we're in Mercury retrograde. So I was like really being triggered by everyone is just pissing me off. So what happened was a friend of mine, I love the throws and cushions. I actually want to get rid of these. And I saw some on TikTok shop, like they're round circular cushions with like a diamond in the middle that will basically match these chairs. And I want to like just put them, like I want to get that. Because my whole room is really pink. I've got like a pink wall. Can you see that? I paint that wall pink. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. Did I hurt you? Go TK Maxx, yeah. I love TK Maxx. Do you remember when I showed you the orchids? Did you see the orchids last week, guys? And I was like, all right, guys, so my orchids have been dead for 3 years. So my sister-in-law, hey, Edna. My sister-in-law, before my mum died on my mum's birthday, always buy my mum orchids. And orchids, if we're lucky, will last for maybe a month. I think that's how long they last for. I don't really know how long orchids last for. And it has eyes in it, yeah. So do you remember I showed you the one flower? And I was like, oh my God, after 3 years of no growth, then my mum dies. And then all of a sudden my orchids are blooming. And then I showed you guys last week my orchids, right? Remember I showed you like they were all in budding. And then there was one that had the big eyes inside of it. Look at it now. Look at it now. Let me see. How the hell do I do this? What? Are you joking? Look at that. These have been dead for 3 years. And look, they have eyes. That's why I was talking to them. Look at, can you see the eyes? Look, there's eyes. Look at those two little beamy little eyes. I called it Leo. How strange is that, though? How strange is it that something has been dead for 3 years, nothing budded? Those 3 years, not one thing bloomed or budded. And then as soon as my mum passes away, and these are like her favorite, and this is they are by her picture though, I'm not going to lie. That's my mum's picture. And I put them by my mum. And it was like, oh my God, they're budding. It was just so weird. That's so crazy. How can something be dead for 3 years and then all of a sudden come back to life? The magic of nature, my God, so crazy. It's so crazy. I had a really, yesterday's live, subscribers live tarot, in the beginning I felt really depleted, but then as we went forward, I really enjoyed it. I connected to so, it's a gift to me. I believe that, Miss Lotus. Yesterday's live was so good. It was so amazing. I gave messages that was just, it just really touched my soul, like really. Because even after you lot left, I still had the husband, I still had the mum with me from the other side. I still had the twin girl from Lala, because Lala gave birth to 2 girls. And then I was like, that girl who died might come back as a boy if you're open to having more kids. It's just really strange. It was just great. It was a great live. So much peace. I felt just really drained yesterday. I don't know what it is, but look at what I'm looking at. Hold on. So I've got that nice peaceful music in the background. It's very calming and soothing. Love YouTube. Hey, Purple D. So I want to wait for everybody to come into the room. I have so much to talk about. I don't even know where to begin. Hey, Nomsa. You've been humming away, have you? Do you know, after you left, I still had like your mum with me. I still had the husband of Donna with me. I still had the twin of Lala with me. It was so nice when I gave you those messages and they were still with me. Honestly, still humming. I'm like, guys, you need to go now and go and be with your people. Thank you for coming and showing up. That was me on Friday. Mercury retrograde just pulled my energy so down. It's just so this is what happened yesterday on a personal note. So my bestie came over the other day and I did she's severely anemic. And so you know what I've been saying for the past 2 weeks, right? If you've got anemia, you're connected to the fairy realm, lack of iron. And so you need to eat raw honey with the honeycomb. And then I showed you the honeycomb that I bought from Amazon, Cartwright honeycomb on Amazon. And I've been eating like a spoon of honey like every day, but very small because obviously sugar levels, I don't want it to be really high. But I don't have anemia. But when I was like, oh, people with anemia are connected to the fairy realm. I want to be a fairy mermaid. But anyway, so I started eating it because maybe it might activate a DNA energy with me. I'll tell you, I do feel good though. I'm not going to lie. Like if I have the honey, a small teaspoon of honey in the honeycomb, and I'm chewing the honey and getting all the honey out of the honeycomb and then spit out the wax. I'm telling you, I feel great. I don't know if it's in the mind, but I do know that honey has a lot of healing properties. And there's a lot of things that I mentioned yesterday, which is what I wanted to talk about today. But so what was I going to say? So my bestie comes over. That's the only time I really smoke is when my best friend comes over, because she brings them click cigarettes, and she's like, do you want one? And then she'll buy like Coppersberg, and I'll be like, hell yes. So we're outside in the front and we're smoking. And do you remember I told you about my neighbors upstairs? They're like no common sense sort of energy. So we're outside and it's late at night. It's maybe about 10, 11, and we're outside smoking. We're drinking our Coppersberg. And then I hear someone going, bang, the window. And I'm like, really? You're actually banging the window because it's 11 o'clock at night when you do the laundry at 12 midnight and my whole house is rumbling and you're screaming at your children going, shut up! And they're like 2 and 3 years old and they're like babies. and like you're fucking walking around really loud. This is what I'm saying. Mercury retrograde, absolutely triggered. So anyway, when they did that, I got really agitated, and that was at night. So anyway, my best friend comes here. I give her a bit of raw honey. I give her raw honey. Hi, Ray. Hi, Serenity Rose. So I give her a bit of raw honey. She starts to perk up. Her eyes are wide open, and she starts to feel really good. And then I get the tuning fork. You know the chakra tuning fork. So I get the chakra tuning forks, and then what I do is I heal her chakras. And then I said to her, intention, because intention setting is really important. I go to her, you're going to have an amazing sleep tonight. And I connect to her father, who's crossed over to the other side, and he died from COVID. So I go, you're going to sleep really well tonight. She usually has such a hectic day because she's got two kids, 15 and 9, or 15 and 8, or 15 and 9. So school run, going to work, single mum energy. And so she's always waking up at like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to get her day started. And what happened was, I told her she needs to rest. I told her she needs to take some time out, and she didn't listen. So she collapsed at work twice. And then they told her that she was severely anemic, and that she needed to have an iron transfusion, which was so weird coming up to what happened today. So anyway, she comes over. I do the sound healing on her with the tuning forks, all the chakra tuning forks, and I give her extra one that I had. I gave it to her and I said, just hit that anytime you feel out of alignment. You'll start to feel better. So I text her, and usually when I text her in the morning, I text her around 10 after my meditation, because I wake up at 9:30, and then I do my routine, and then I meditate, and then I call her, and usually she texts me straight away. So it's like 10, she didn't respond. 11, she didn't respond. And then it's like 12, 12:30, and then she calls me and she's like, can you believe I just woke up and I feel amazing? And I was like, this is why I told you to come to my house and get sound healing at least once a week, because that will help you to sleep. Like the raw honey was good for her. The tuning fork was good for her. So, she slept really well. And I had a client this morning, this wonderful man who apparently I read for a couple of years ago. I don't remember any of my clients because I read for so many people. I forget everybody. And it's not that I don't love you. It's just that, if you get a reading like every so often, I'm not going to remember. I remember my regular clients who get a reading like every 3 months, and they're like, I'll see you in 2 weeks. I'm like, no, you won't. I'll see you in 3 months, 3 to 6 months. So I'm reading from him, and I was like, have I read for you before? And he was like, yeah. And I'm telling you, he doesn't know when he was born. He doesn't know his star sign. He doesn't know exact date of birth. And I found that really unique. So I had to use all my intuitive abilities to connect into his energy. And as I started, and this was this morning at 12 o'clock, and as I'm connecting to him, he started talking to me about his wife and how she's got this, that. And then all I can hear my guide say is, Christine. And I'm like, why the hell are they talking about my bestie? And then I went, is your wife anemic? And he went, yeah. And I went, has she got low iron count? And he went, yeah. He was like, what? How fucking weird is that you would pinpoint those weird things? And I was like, because it's so strange. And then he went, yeah, so she's got this, that, and the other. And then I go, you do know that she's a part of the angel, the fairy realm. And he was like, he didn't even look at me like he was shocked. He was just like, at this point, this woman will say anything will come out of her mouth. And then I go, you need to buy a vibration plate, because I can feel that there's something wrong with you. And he was like, I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia. And I go, you don't have that. Stop claiming it like it's yours. That's bullshit. That it doesn't belong to you. That's not yours. Okay? And doctors are not always right. If they say to you that you've got something, it's just the universe's way of saying that you need to focus on your physical body, because you're too busy focusing on the mundane, that you reject the internal world because you're too busy focusing on the external world, that you are not paying attention to the important part of you. Hey, Lala. And I go, and that's what your wife has been doing with all of these ailments that she has. And I go, your wife is a part of the fairy realm, so get some raw honey. I showed him the honey that I had. And then I ended up saying, you need to get a vibration plate. And he goes, I already bought one. And I went, what? And he goes, I just bought one. And then I was like, have you used it? And he went, no, because we're running in and out of the hospital. I said, enough excuses. I go, that will that will reactivate your nervous system and get rid of any toxins in the body. Crazy. Oh my God, that was what I told my Uber customer. Her mother came through. I can't believe it. It drained me though. You need to white light your ass before you get into your car. Do you say your white light prayers, Ophelia? Angels and guides and loved ones, put a force field of protection around my physical heart, mind, body, soul, my vehicle, my home. Shield and protect me, only love, light, energy, and give me the energy to give the messages that everybody needs. Do you do that? I would do that even if I'm coming onto my... No, not all the time. Okay, well, you need to make it a practice. I do it all day, every day. I do it all day, every day, because you never know who you're going to meet. You gave her a message. There you go. So you have got to make sure that you protect your energy because it will drain you. To mediumship, it is draining. So you have to have a way of learning to close the door. Like you could say, okay, soul's on the other side. I'm more than happy to be your messenger, but there is a time and a place. And when I put open above my head, then that means you can come through. And I always have like the guardian of my gate. So when I connect to the spirits on the other side, it's like there's a door on my crown chakra. Now, the guardian of my crown chakra is my mother, my father, and my bestie now that my parents are there. So they would be the one to open the door and go, next, okay, yep, next, okay, yep, next, you're next. So Anna can give a message to your loved one. That's how I visualize it. And there's an opening time for spirits to come and talk and come through. And then when it's time for me to wind down, I'm like, okay, mum, pa, Shivy, shut the door. Okay. And then the spirits will go, maybe tomorrow. And I'm like, guys, I'm here. I'll be your vessel. Hey, Yvette, but just be, I need to get my energy levels back. So, you communicate with the other side. They can hear you. They hear you and they will respect you. But if you are not going to shut them out, they're going to be like hovering over your energy all the time. So you've got to be very mindful about that. I told her she didn't have bipolar and her mum's very sorry. Medium. Most Scorpios are anyway. Scorpio, Cancers, Pisces. If you have it in your placements in your birth chart, amazing. You normally are anyway. I got so much to talk about. I just got to wait for everybody to get into the room. I don't want to start and then repeat. Because some people will go, I come in late. What did I miss? And I'm still trying to post up some lives, but they're taking forever to download because, it's TikTok. The way to tune in to the other side is to stop, just not let your ego get in the way. Just let the messages come through, and it will not make sense maybe in the moment, but later on it will. So it's just like, hey, Fred, it's just like, just get out of the way. Like when I was on my live giving messages to Lala, and when I was giving live to Nomsa, and when I was giving messages to Donna, what's her name? Viva Lataro goes, how you do that? She goes, how you do that? And she's a lovely girl. I think her name is Erin, but I'm not sure. Viva Lataro. And I'm there connecting to all of your loved ones on the other side. And she's like, how you do that? How did you do that? And I'm like, meditate, dude. Meditation. Because anyone who's on my live, anyone who's a part of my soul tribe, you are all people that have the ability to tune in to your higher power. And the only person that's going to be able to activate those energies is you. Now, through meditation, you're activating a muscle. The brain has to be quiet. We have so much in our mind. We have like 80,000 thoughts a day. It corrupts the connection between our loved ones and us. Hey, Donna, so it's like you have to learn how to silence the brain, silence the mind. Some people, it will take 2 weeks. Some people, when they meditate 2 weeks straight, some people it takes 3 years, some people it takes 8 years, but it's a muscle like your physical body going to the gym. In order to be toned and look fit and look good, you have to go to the muscle. And your intuition is also a muscle. Your psychic abilities is like a muscle, and it has to be programmed, and you've got to silence the ego. Learn how to get rid of the monkey mind so the universe can send you signs and symbols. Your loved ones will impress an image on you. Like with Nomsa, when I clear my mind and I raise my vibration, I could see Nomsa's mum humming and singing around, and she's got this beautiful smile on her face. And then Nomsa goes and says, oh, by the way, yeah, I was singing my mum's favourite hymn. And I'm like, what? And then your mum shows me a gold. And I'm like, what is gold? What is this? Is it a jewellery, a piece of jewellery? Is it an outfit? And she goes, I'm wearing my mum's gold ring, or I'm wearing my mum's ring. So it's amazing. Meditate. How I clear my mind. I listen to things like this. Yes, I found it hard to meditate too. But I'll sit in silence. I have my eyes open. Can you hear that? Like just meditation music in the background. Set your alarm clock. If you're not somebody, if you're not, I love you too, honey. Meditation isn't going to come easy for a lot of us because we are too irritated, we're agitated. This is why I say start out with maybe like for some of us, when people are meditating, they're cleaning. And what they're doing is they're focusing on the cleaning so much that they empty out their mind. Sometimes when people are jogging on the road, they're not thinking about anything. They're just thinking about getting to where they need to get to, and it clears out their mind so you get information. Sometimes sitting in the lotus position and doing just oming is a form of meditation. It took me 8 years. It doesn't have to take that long for you. If you practice it every day, five minutes first, 10 minutes the next day, 15 minutes the next day, 20 minutes the next day, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to shut your energy, your ego out, and you're going to be able to have a clear path, so you have a clear pathway to the other side. And that's the other thing. You get so hard on yourself because intrusive thoughts come in. Let it come in. Let it come in. But remember, be the observer. So the thought will come in. You have the thought. You have the ego, which is connected to the thought, and then your higher self. So the higher self is going to look at the ego and the thought, and don't think anything of it. Just look at the thing, the intrusive thoughts, and go, oh, okay, hi, you popped in again. I can't deal with you at the minute, so, and then it will just slowly go away. And then something else will come in, and you do the same thing over and over again until the intrusive thoughts are going to be like, right, the higher self is not paying attention to me. The ego is starting to close itself down. So that's when the intrusive thoughts will stop coming in. It's a practice thing. 8 years, hello? I could be sitting meditating going, okay, here we go. And this is like the first year of my meditation. And I'm going, what am I going to cook tonight? Have I done the laundry? That's what I'm doing. Am I going to pay that bill? When am I going to get the money for that bill? And then I go, and I keep still, listen to your breathing. Pay attention to your breathing. Pay attention to your breathing. And then my phone will ring. So I'll put the ringer off. That's a distraction. Start again. Listen to your breathing. Listen to your breathing. Listen to your breathing. And eventually, as time goes on, your intrusive thoughts will just, it won't be a part of that section of you. But that's why it's a practice. It's a muscle. So yes, it's going to happen to all of us because we're so planted in the physical body that we forget our spirit. We forget our soul. This is why I'm saying to you, it is practice. It's practice. Some people can tune in straight away. It took me a long time to get there. A long time. Because of everything that happened in my life, all the traumas that I experienced in the past, things would come up and I'd be like, oh God, like, why is this happening? I'm thinking about this. It's not even now, it's the past. Intrusive thoughts. But my guide said, it's okay. Stop being so hard on yourself. The thought is the thought, but you are the higher self. Observe the thought from a higher perspective and don't have attachment to it. Let it come and let it go. Something else may come in. The third time, maybe nothing comes in. That's when you get to that place of peace in your ego, in your mind. The ego shuts itself down and the soul comes and rises. The ego goes down, the soul will rise. The higher self. When your soul will rise up to here, the crown, that's when your loved one will go, hi, I came into your dreams yesterday. I think you need to go on the holiday. They'll plant a thought in your head and you'll go, that's a weird thought. That's why it's practice. Nothing worth having is going to be easy. It can be once you get to that high level frequency energy of what you are. But when you're still working on yourself and you're still holding on to pain and trauma and drama, then yeah, it lowers your vibration. And yeah, you just feel like it's not easy. But when you get to the point where you look at life like it's so temporary and it's another beautiful day, another beautiful day to be alive. What am I going to learn today? Don't absorb, observe. It's going to be a good day today. But some of us, what I've learned is that some souls have come in to fully embody the human experience, pain, sadness, sorrow, no spiritual connection, not believing anything. Even though the soul knows that there is a God, that you're connected to God, that you go home, the soul will say, look, for my human experience, I want to be completely immersed in the human experience. I don't want to have any spiritual connection. I know you're there, but I want to have that full body human experience. That's why there's a lot of healing. So I see that when people cross over and they've had cancer, or people who've had an ailment in their body that they've suffered for years, like people go to a healing dome, like my father did when he had cancer. Like the last stages of his life, his wife called me and said, and she was frantic and freaking out. And she was like, oh my God, I have to call the ambulance because blood's coming out of your father's nose. It's coming out of his mouth. And this was the day before he died. Blood's coming out of his nose, blood's coming out of his mouth. And when I saw my father in the hospital, they had to stick something in his nose because he was just, and I'm like, my God. So when he crossed over to the other side, they put him in the healing dome, looking at those beautiful, massive leaves, the size of a house. One leaf is the size of a house. And when my father connected to me, when he crossed over, I saw him in the dome and he was young. He had black hair. He didn't have white hair. He wasn't gaunt and looked like he was dying. He looked like a young 33-year-old. But there's like a holding dome because they have to purify your spirit and your soul before you go back into that place. Remember when I told you the story when they opened up those doors and this doors is all the way to the ceiling and I thought it was Jesus walking through and it was my dad. I was like, what? What are you doing now? It was Jesus coming through and it was my dad. It was a welcome home. But they have to purify your soul and heal you fully from your human experience before you get and you go over into that door. Give me 1 second. So it's a lot. It's all a miracle. It's all a magic. It's all magic, this life. It's all magic. Everything is magic. Hey, Phyllis. Everything is magic. So I've got so much to talk about. See, there's still people entering the room. So I'll start talking about what I've learned in the next 2 minutes, just to wait for everybody to come into the room. I've only done 5,885 steps. That's not good. I'm usually on like 7,000 by now. But I had a client, and then I have the live, and you know, I've only done 5,885 steps. What the hell is that? That's nothing. I'm usually on like 7,000 or 8,000 by now, but you know, what can you do? So much to talk about. I'm so excited. I wanted to talk about, I told you about my client this morning. It was great. And he told me he got a vibration plate. And I was like, what the hell are you doing? You should have used it already. I think I'm at 300 steps. You better start walking on the spot, Reno. I've got so much to talk about. So, I wanted to talk about another client. And I think it was somebody in here. Somebody said to me, I'm going to forward you, I think it was my daughter or my granddaughter, because she needs your help, Anna. And I was like, okay, my watch is charging. That's my excuse, Donna. That's terrible. Should I charge it at night? Yeah, Donna. Yeah, I charge it at 12 midnight. And then I wear it again when I wake up, put it on straight away. So I have a client who's been following me for a while, and she obviously recommended me to her granddaughter, I think it was. Now, this is what happened to her granddaughter. Unbelievable. So the grandmother gave me a brief story about her granddaughter, and she basically said to me, look, my granddaughter's going through some sort of spiritual attack, and I've forwarded your name to my granddaughter, and hopefully you'll be able to help her. So the granddaughter comes on she comes on. I only have to do it every 10 days now. You're right, Donna. So the daughter messages me, hey, Mo. So the granddaughter messages me and she goes to me, hi, my grandmother forwarded your name to me, and these are the issues that I'm having. And I'm like, okay. So she's messaging me and she proceeds to tell me that I did the Ouija board. That's already a no-no for me. Okay. Anything is a tool. Hey, JT. But the problem is when you don't know what you're doing and you don't do the right, oh shit. Yeah, oh shit. So she goes, so I did the Ouija board and now I have a spirit attachment to me. For me, that's not, it's like, okay, because I've already seen demonic energy. But I look at them in the face and be like, you're not welcome here. And they're like, yeah, we're just testing you, Anna. Like the demons will come up to me and be like, "Arr," and I'll be like, and they're like, yeah, we know. We'll just go somewhere else. And I'm like, yeah, go somewhere else. Because it's not working with me. I connect to the highest power. You're not touching me. When I'm under the light of God, darkness cannot go into this. Darkness cannot come into my energy field because I am pure light. And that thing only has power if you give it permission, right? Set clear intentions. Believe me, with the work that I do, my near-death experience, you think I haven't seen dark entities? Of course I have. But they look at me and they're like, yeah, we're not going to Anna because she already knows what to do with us. Forget it. We're going somewhere else. We're going to scare somebody else. I'm like, bye. You can't come here. Some of them try to test my energy, but it's just like, really? Can you not see Jesus standing behind me? Are you crazy? Can you not see the Knights Templar standing behind me? Can you not see Michael with his blazing sword? And they're like, yeah, okay, bye. So they get it. So, and I've got to tell you, I'm going to talk to you about dark entities as well, and demons and bad spirits. I'm going to talk about them to you as well. And it's crazy how everybody's actually got it very twisted. Like they were also co-created by God. to bring balance so we can experience these things to go back to the light. How crazy is that? It's amazing. When you delve deep into it and you connect properly and you understand why there is darkness and there is light, why there is evil and why there is good, you'll understand why it's here in the physical world. But everything dark is supposed to lead you back to the light of who you are, the connection to the God spark. So that's why negativity was co-created. Duality, 100%. That's why you should never, ever fear these things. Because the Creator created all things. So we can learn important lessons while we're here in the physical world. Yeah? So she was going to me. So I did the Ouija board and now I have a spiritual attachment. And it's been so unbelievably, like it was fearful for her. It was scary. She didn't understand. Her energy frequency was low. And I made it so simple. I made it so simple. And then she goes, what do I do to get rid of this attachment? And she messages me today. And I said, oh, okay. Like it was like, for her, it's so fucked. It's so dark. It's so twisted. She's in the depth of hell. There's a demon energy or a negative entity attached to her. And she's just like, I don't know what I'm going to do. It's like, oh my God, I'm in it. When you're in it, you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. So I went, oh, okay. So you went to the Ouija. I said, okay. She goes, they took the Ouija board and they burnt it. And I think it stirred up more problem. The thing is, the Ouija board will contain that spirit, that energy. Burning it is actually a good thing, but there is a way of doing it. Prayers, cleansing, saging, holy water, if you can. But there's a way of doing it. So anyway, because once you get rid of the demon from the board, it's now free from the board. So where the fuck is it going to go? Do you know what I mean? Like, especially if you don't know what you're doing and you're opening up portals to things that you don't understand because you think it's a game. I don't even know why them toy shops actually sell Ouija boards like it's a game. This is madness. Like, this should be banned all across the board. This is crazy. It's not a friggin' game. It's a real thing. And anytime that somebody does a Ouija board, you're opening up a portal for more negative spirits to come into the universe, right? That's not good. Anyway, so I simplified it for her. I went, okay, so you need to get some sage. Yeah, you open up portals. There's portals all over the friggin' earth. When you use a Ouija board or when your intent is negative or you murder somebody, you open up a portal. If there is innocent blood spilled, you open up a portal. So blood is a very sacred thing. So you open up a portal. That's why you've got, like all them wars. And then it's like haunted locations because there might have been a war there one time and the energy is tainted and there are souls that are trapped in that vortex. That's why this happens. Every time I do a live, there's always the bloody ice cream van. Have you noticed that? It's like this bloody ice cream van comes at any time, but it just happens to come on the time when I'm doing a bloody live. Like I did a live yesterday and the bloody thing came. It could have come like 2 hours earlier. Why is it coming now? It's so weird. So anyway, she was like, so I have a spirit attachment because I did the Ouija board and I simplified it for her. She was like, this woman is acting like it's so cool. Like it's okay. And it is okay. So I said to her, okay, you can get dragon blood sage. You can get sage. Get a whole bunch of crystals and cleanse it. Blow on the crystal before you have it in your home because then it puts your energy and set your intention in the crystals. And then get salt. And put salt all across the borders of your work. But be careful when you do the salt because you don't want to trap the energy in your house. So I said, burn the sage until the whole house is smoky. Under the bed, dark corners, in a corner, the corner of the cupboard. Open up all your wardrobes where there is dark light. Where there is darkness, open up and sage everywhere. And while you're doing the sage, say this prayer. And I took a picture of a cross. And on my cross, it's got the Archangel Michael prayer. Archangel Michael, defend us in battle against the snares and the malice of the devil and his minions. You know that one? You can Google it to get the prayer. The Archangel Michael prayer and memorize it. So I took a picture of this Archangel Michael prayer, and I sent it to her. And then I talked to her about all of these crystals that she can get. Black crystals are really good for protection. Crystals on your windows, all the windows in your house. You might be able to see that in my home, I always have like Bibles open, because obviously, so I've got a Bible over there. I've got a Bible there. I've got a Bible in my window. I've got a Bible in my kitchen. So I just open up the, hold on a second. So I open up like my Bible so the words can come out. Psychic circle. What do I think of a psychic circle? What do you mean? Like a whole bunch of psychics in a circle? Love that. It's how you open up your intuitive abilities. I love that. So anyway, so I said to her all of these crystals that she needs to get, okay? And then I said to her about sage, and I go, do it every other day, make it a practice like it's breathing, cleanse your space. And then I go, once the whole house is all smoky, you set your intentions and you set an in prayer. I go, the most important thing that I need you to understand is it's not about the sage. It's not about the crystals. No, the game, the board game. I don't do anything attached to Ouija. Psychic circle, I don't need that. I don't like anything attached to Ouija boards, each to their own. But personally speaking, I wouldn't, especially if you don't know what you're doing. I don't think anything psychic or anything Ouija is a game. Connecting to spirits is not a game. Some spirits get irritated, like for the Ouija board. Why are you waking up dormant energy or you might be opening up some sort of negative portal? Maybe these souls want to rest and you've come in and you've disturbed them. Give me a sign, let me know you're here. And that spirit is like, piss off. Why are you bothering me? Turning that spirit into something negative, creating negative energy, like an illness, a feeling of depression in the home, because you've disturbed and disrupted their energy. Leave them alone, because you don't know who's in your energy field. So I'm very mindful about when I walk into a space. I always say, like, has anyone ever heard of Honoponopono? It's like a Hawaiian thing. And then you state every time you walk into a place, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. It's like respect for the spirit that was there or the space. So it's called Ho'oponopono. And it's a Hawaiian thing. It's like it's like a little prayer in a way to speak. It's called a game, but it's supposed to be positive. It depends on who's playing, because I could be a very positive, enlightened soul, and the person next to me might have just had a fight with their husband and their energy is low vibrational, but be smiling and letting everyone know I'm okay. But energetically, you're out of alignment. And who knows what that can co-create when you're all together. There could be 5 of you, and just one of you might be carrying around the energy of suppression or the spirit of suppression or depression. You'll never know how somebody's energy is, do you? So you have to be mindful. So yes, it could be a positive game, but who are you playing with? It's like when I said to you guys yesterday in my live, do you have a welcome mat on your doorstep? Because if you do, you need to get rid of it, because who the fuck are you welcoming in your house? It's not welcoming in my brother and my sister who's visiting me today. If a spirit that's negative walks by your house and sees a welcome mat, you've just welcomed that spirit into your house, and you don't know what's walking by your house. This is the reason why I say get rid of the welcome mat and put a normal one there with no words on it. Like my bestie was like, yeah, but I've got a heart on my mat. I was like, yeah, but you're welcoming love then. It's love, because the heart represents love. So it depends on who you're playing with, Mo. It depends on your energy, and it depends on everyone else that you're playing with. You have to make sure. Do you remember The Craft? Does anyone remember that film, The Craft? And there was like one girl that was she was absolutely magic, but the others were wanting to be magic. Yeah, do you remember that movie, The Craft? And then that one was like, I can fly. And she was like tied onto the bed. She's like, I can fly. And she goes, no, but I can fly. When she was like trapped, and they locked her up in the room. Yeah, there's always one energy out of all of you that is negative. So when you are playing this board game, if you're playing this board game, Mo, you have to make sure that everyone that you're playing with is energetically high vibrational. That's all I'm going to say. I've always said to my daughter, when she turned into a teenager, I say to my daughter, listen, you go to a party, a house party with your friends. Some idiot footballer player goes, let's do the Ouija board, guys. Metaphysical minds and yes, metaphysically minded, and it worked out well. As long as everybody's attuned to the same thing, it's what's important. So I say to my daughter, you go out, because I'm like, all right, she's going to be a teenager. She's going to be around a bunch of wankers who is going to be like doing the keg and having fun and, you know, all this shit. And then like, come on, guys, let's play the Ouija board. Ooh, play spin the bottle. That's better. So anyway, or truth or dare, play that game. Don't get the fucking Ouija board out. So I said to my daughter, if you ever go to a party and one of these idiots go, let's get the Ouija board, get the fuck out of there. Get out of there. Because if that spirit that comes through the board and you don't know what spirit it is, and they're pretending to be the mum or the dad, but actually it's a demon pretending to be the mum or the dad, might latch onto somebody who is the weakest link in that whole house. So, and I'm not saying that my daughter is the weakest link, but I go, do not stay there. Get out as soon as you can. In middle school, a friend of mine asked when he would die. 16 days later, he died at 16. Do you see? You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know who you're connecting to. It said 16 years old. Nah. 3 years after you asked. Don't fuck around with it, guys. It's not funny. Don't do that. It must have been a part of his soul contract, though. Or I'm going to do the Ouija board. I'm going to die at 16. What lesson did you learn there? I would ask him. And he would probably tell me, I'll never do that again if I come back into the physical body. Do I think his death would have occurred? Listen, all death is pre-planned, whether it's because of the Ouija board, because you're connected to a demon, because you got hit by a bus, because you got cancer, because you died in your sleep in peace. Everything is all predestined. It's like killing him. Oh my God. Don't do the Ouija board. I just wouldn't. Because you don't know what you're tampering with. Now, let's look at your friend, yeah? Let's look at your friend who died, yeah? Let's look at your friend who died at 16. What energy frequency was he at? Was he depressed? Was he sad? Was he angry? Did he not like his home life? What trauma did he go through in the past? So what was already surrounding him? He killed himself. Oh, God. Right. What was that energy surrounding him? To ask that question in the first place is so stupid. I think he was depressed because of his home life. So he's already attached to something negative. So then you go into a Ouija board now and you are just fueling the fucking fire. So what he did the Ouija board, and in the 3 years that the spirit terrorized him for 3 years straight, to the point that he couldn't handle it anymore, that he went and killed himself at the age of 16, which was what the prediction. But everybody has a contract. We all, even those crazy shit like that, we all have a soul blueprint. We all signed up for it. We all signed up for it. I know it's crazy, even situations like that. The people who go through really harsh and sad lives, horrible home, terrible parents, You are highly evolved souls, and you are meant to experience that so you can give light and love to the world, because you've gone past that section of trauma. You've healed from it. That's why don't ever think about ending it, because when you end it, you have to come back and redo all of this shit again. Yeah? Yes, your face might be different. And yes, your mum and dad may look different, but the souls are always still the same sort of energy. It's the same energy. We're always connected to our soul tribe, and we'll come in the same way. Nothing is going to change. It will still be the same, but maybe because you exited your experience so quickly, you're going to have to redo it. But now we're going to have to add more things, because you exited your life before you even was supposed to, like, you were supposed to die at 95. Why the hell did you die at 16? Because you made that choice to kill yourself, because you were tormented instead of getting help. Because who would believe me if I tell somebody that there's a demon in my room? I would believe you. And I would tell you to look that demon in the face and be like, you need to go, because you ain't welcome here no more. I learnt my lesson. Thank you so much. Fuck off. No power to this negative entity. They have no power over you. Don't relinquish your power to negative energy. Don't allow negative energy to change who you are. And that's something that I wanted to talk about today. I needed to hear that today. So, going back to the girl who did the Ouija board. So she messages me. So her grandma recommended me. And then she goes to me, hi, my grandma recommended you. This is what's going on. I tampered with a Ouija board and they burnt the board, because obviously when one person fucks around with the Ouija board, it's not only you that's going to be terrorized by it. It's going to be the people that living in the house with you. So illnesses, sickness, you'll see flies everywhere, you know, all that shit. So anyway, I go to her, all right, really simple. She was like, I'm shitting in my pants, and this woman is coming with, oh, it's really simple. I'm like, just get some sage, dragon blood sage, say a prayer, memorize this Archangel Michael prayer, say it in the house, get some crystals. Once you've cleansed the house and open up your windows and all the smoke is gone, because negative entity do not like sage. It comes from Mother Earth. You can burn sweet grass. You can burn rose petals. But sage is always the best way, because shamans have been doing it from the break of dawn. Dragon blood sage, and no dragons were harmed in the making of dragon blood sage. It's only called dragon blood sage because there's a red resin that's mixed with it, so it turns red, and they call it dragon blood sage. Anyway, there is also a dragon blood crystal for those of you who's got anemia, for those of you who's got high blood pressure. Where is my if you can get a dragon blood crystal. Yeah, if you've got I've got a dragon blood crystal, so dragon's blood crystal, and it's a heart shape, and it's got a hole in it. It's somewhere in my room. So dragon blood crystal, go and get it from your the shop, or order it online, but make sure it's a real crystal. When you have dragon blood on your persons, it will align anemia, low or high blood pressure. It's connected to the blood, and then if you get like half of my crystals are all over the bloody house. And then if you get like a blue crystal, like amazonite, or, you know, like kyanite, but not rough, like tumbled. So tumbled is like really soft, and then you got rough, which is like picky, like it peels off. But if you can get like a blue crystal and you got throat problems, and then you put the crystal on your neck from here, and then you just meditate and set the intention, and you got a sore throat, or you got something wrong with your glands or your thyroids, put the crystal here, just, you know, where the bone is, and then push it up, but set the intention and meditate on it. Like, set the intention of clearing your throat, clearing the throat chakra. And I'm telling you, it will help. It goes down. Why do you think I've sewn this onto my neck? This is sewed on, and I burnt the end so it can never come off. This is all sewn on. This is my hematite crystal. Keeps away negative energy. And then I've got my shungai. And my shungai, hey CJ, has got the flower of life pattern. And we talked about that last week. It's a key. So when you stare and meditate on it long enough, it activates your DNA. So that's why I have the shungai crystal, which is the flower of life. And I would also have like a flower of life coaster. So I put my drink on it and then it will neutralize and cleanse my drink. Here's my coaster. There's the flower of life coaster. So I could put my drink on it and then it will purify my drink. It's amazing. It's really great how these little things that and look, it's wood. It's great how these things can activate and help your energy, right? High-pitched tones, also very good. You love my cup. I got it from Amazon. High-pitched ringing sounds, good for cleansing the environment. So good. Like this. I love this sound. This is not the one. Hold on. These are all healing vibrational sound frequencies. Hey, Vicky. And you can just simply go on YouTube and you can simply literally play continuous high vibrational sound frequencies. It's great. It does healing. So when my best friend came here, what is it called? I did find it last week. Give me 1 second. All right, what it's called. I'm trying to get the glass one. There's a glass. Give me 1 second. I'm going to tell you what it's called. Chime. 7-tone chime. Amazon. Sometimes I do hear such sounds in my ear. That's high-pitched tones. Miss Lotus, you do realize that's your angels talking to you. You do realize that. Back in the day, I used to have the hearing, I used to have beep, and I knew it was my angels. And I was like, guys, it's really bothering me. And it happened for years. And I was like, guys, the tone is really bothering me. Can you switch it off? They turned it off. And I hated it. I went, guys, I don't like it. Come back. I was like, put it back on. Then they went, beep. It was crazy. It was like it was bothering me. And it wasn't like some irritation or like I'm going, no, it wasn't. It was very like, and it was continuous. And then I was like, guys, it's really, it's annoying me a little bit. Can you make it stop? And then they stopped it for the whole day. And when they stopped it, I was like, oh my God, I don't like it. I need it back. I need it back. And I was like, guys, angels, loved ones, please bring it back. Bring it back. I don't like it. Come back. And then they was like, beep, came back. Never again am I going to disconnect from it. I feel so connected. They say when it's so high-pitched tone, those are your angels and your guides. Right, there's 4 people in the room, so I'm hoping everybody's here so I can get started because I still got shitloads to talk about. So, I didn't even finish about the Ouija board thing with the girl. So I said to her, get some sage, dragon blood sage, get some crystals, put salt all around your house, on the doors, the back doors, all corners of your house, the windows, but do not do the salt until you've done the sage and all the smoke has come out of your house. When all the smoke has come out of your house, you can burn lavender, rose petals, sweetgrass, because you invite prosperity, healing, and health into your house and protection. When you've done that and the whole house is cleansed, with the smoke, the sacred smoke. Then you get your salt and put it on the windowsills. My mum used to get 2 pots of salt and put one here every time we move into a new house, and lemon to cleanse the space. So I told her to put salt. She messages me today and she went, I want to say thank you. My house is calmer. I don't feel that attachment anymore. She was like, I'm going to keep doing what you're doing. Thank you for the Archangel Michael prayer. She goes, I feel amazing. What crystals do you recommend? Or what else do you think I should get apart from the salt and the sage? I was like, get a singing bowl. Wear some, get amethyst, get black tourmaline, get jet, get shungai. These are all protective crystals. And what was that? Does anyone remember Game of Thrones? What killed the vampires, the Walking Dead? Was it shungai? Black obsidian. Black obsidian, great crystal to have. So black obsidian, great crystals. Black is always protective, very protective crystal. Yeah, the black obsidian, so good. Get green crystals. I don't know if you can see it. So do you know in my plants, I put crystals in them. Like in my plant pots, there's crystals in all of my plant pots. Let me show you. Because crystals activate, where is it? So look at my spider plant. Hold on a second. Sorry, my love. I'm so sorry, but I've got to show you off. So look at my spider plant. It's got a green crystal in it. Can you see that? So I put crystals in my plants. So it helps them to grow. And look at my spider plant. She's very happy. Yeah. I know. I'm so cool. I'm so cool. Yeah. So just crystals around. And look. And look at this. So if you look at my orchids. Crystals. Yeah. Look at that. This is what my whole window looks like. You guys have seen it. I've got all, and so look at my chair. Can you see all them rainbows on it? Any crystals you love, you can Google it. What are crystals good for which plant? I always like to put green. I always like to put green crystals with my plant. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at all my rainbows. This is your home. So you have to make it your sanctuary. Your home is your sanctuary. Your home has to be your haven. It has to be your heaven. So you'll feel good in it, right? Can I move in? Of course you can. You're going to have to sleep on the floor, though. It's only got a 1 bedroom. Okay. Right, hold on. Let me connect you back in there. So, yeah. So it's make it your own. Make it your sanctuary. Make it your... Like everyone that comes to the house, they're like, this is like a fairy house. There's like a fairy house. And I literally got Tinkerbell up there. So I don't know if you saw it, but I've got one of my, and this was given to me by one of my clients. I love her so much. I don't know if you can see it, but can you see Tinkerbell up there? That's a fairy. She also gave me a mermaid and a butterfly. So that one there is a mermaid and that one up there is the butterfly. It was so nice. She was like, this is one for your mum. This is one for your daughter and one for you. Obviously, I took the mermaid. My daughter had the butterfly and then my mum had the fairy. And I took all of them from both of them. I didn't give any of them any of it. So I said to the girl, so burn some sage, get some crystals, do the salt thing after. And then she messaged me and she said, wow, everything feels amazing. Is there anything else that I can have? So I told her about the singing bowl. I told her about, what else did I say? Singing bowls, crystals. Like ornament, like things like this. You call in the angel realm. And like Buddha, I've got Buddha. You saw Buddha sitting right there. And I've got some Buddhas up there, the tiny little Buddhas with my ruins up there. So like when you call in this angelic frequency, You call in Buddha if you have these symbols. I have a cross on my window of Jesus. I've got a picture of Jesus up there. I don't know if you can see him. He's there. Got a picture of Jesus right there. Look. I believe in all of these things because I've got nothing to lose. I have so many Buddhas. Yeah. When you go gambling and you go to a casino, guys, go wear green. When you go to you feel like, I'm going to go casino today and I'm going to just have a bit of fun. Wear green. I'm telling you, emerald green, you know? Right. Let's start talking about what's going on. Oh, God, what did I press? All right. So, has anyone ever heard of, I might pronounce it wrong, glycine? Does it just help the plants, or does the damp earth activate more than both? My car is olive green. Both, Donna. All of the above, hon. Wherever you want, everything. All of the above. So, anyone heard of glycine? Glycine. I love Buddha too. I have it too. Buddha's gonna work in your favor. Amino acid, yeah. I feel green is good luck. Hey, Lady J. Yeah, it's matcha. Who's got insomnia? Probably all of us. Who's got insomnia? Who's on their phone at 3 o'clock in the morning? Glycine. Glycine is going to promote calmness and sleep, but make sure you can take it, because I don't want you to take something and then you die on me. Just make sure that it's okay. If you're taking medication, just ask your doctor if you're able to take it, because it is some sort of like, it's good for, it calms and helps you sleep. The body naturally produces it anyway. Yes, set your intentions. I take glycine, magnesium. Yes, and it will help you to sleep. Magnesium as well is good for sleeping, but from what I hear from the guides and the higher self is that it is really good as well. And you can read this all in the book of Avalon. You can read all of this in that book of Avalon. Do you remember when I told you about the past life regressionist? And she is putting under people under hypnosis, connecting to the highest connection. I read all of this, I do the research, and I pass on the information to you, so you don't have to, or I highly recommend that you also get this information yourself. So it's called the Hypnotherapist Journey to Avalon, and it's on Amazon. So what I've heard about glycine is that it calms your energy. My overthinking behind, and I love constant. Right, okay. Glycine, if you have if you don't sleep at night and you have insomnia, it promotes calmness and sleep. The body naturally produces glycine anyway. It calms the nervous system down. Glycine makes up roughly a third of the amino acid, which was what Mo was talking about. Collagen, it will restore that sort of stuff as well, like the collagen. And then it helps with insomnia. Every physical ailment that we have in our physical bodies is always attached to some physio I can never say this word. Let's say psychological, emotional root cause. So anytime the body feels out of alignment and you're not sleeping and you got insomnia or an ailment arises, it's because it's a psychological and emotional root cause. There's a root cause to it. So like if you have like stomach issues and you're having problems with the stomach, it could be because you're having a problem processing like what's happened, certain things that's happened in your life. So you have to make sure that you're learning to read your body, because the body has like a divine intelligence attached to it. And I also, not only glycine is good for you, which I actually have to order when I get off this live, like a protein or a vitamin. Did you know mango leaves, mango already within itself, did you know that when you have mango leaves have a powerful antiviral property that helps protect from viruses? Mango leaves. So what it does is if you make it into a tea, it's these leaves can reduce like viral like the viral in the body. Like that's amazing, right? It also neutralizes certain bacteria in the physical body. And mango leaves can also be applied to the skin. You can make like an ointment with it and apply it to the skin, and it gets rid of infections or flesh-eating bacteria. How good is that? If you can make some sort of like a poultice, like an ointment with the mango leaves, and I'm telling you, it will help heal like flesh-eating bacteria. So everything we will ever need to heal our physical bodies from all ailments has already been put on this earth. God is so good. Because there's like any cancer that can heal easy. Everything is from earth. But with medical, they like to create drugs to dull down our senses and make you believe that, oh, you take this pill, it's gonna, and it's like, no, it won't. Because our body has a natural way of healing itself anyway. You can slice me open and chop me up, my body's still gonna stitch itself together. So I was listening to that. That was, I was learning about that and make more money, 100%. And then I know I roughly went through like crystals before. But I just want to quickly go through just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 crystals really quickly, which I feel like has been highlighted for me lately. Amethyst is good for the throat, upper lungs, and it heals, and it's really good crystal to have for smokers. Okay, so if you hold it on your neck for several seconds or several minutes and you do it 4 to 3 times daily, it will help you to breathe better, especially if you've got breathing problems. So amethyst would be good for that. The bloodstone overall, which is what I was talking about, is going to help with the blood system. So anemia, low or high blood pressure, diabetes, and it has a healing vibration. And there's also iron in the stone. I recently got a nail infection. So it's like some fancy nail salon and having my tips done. Remember when I said to you in one of my lives, I'm not going to do my nails anymore because nails are antennas. And then I went and done my nails because I've got like a whole pack of nails that I have and I bought because I didn't want to go to the shop and my nail fell off. You have to grow a new antenna, man. So yeah, so can never have enough about crystals, I know, right? So bloodstone is also good to have on your persons. Citrine, the crystal, the money of crystal. Did you know that citrine is a battery? So having citrine in your persons or in your environment is going to charge your energy, as well as calling the financial energy, as well as calling the money in. So citrine is like a battery for a person, this crystal, right? Hematite, which is the one around my neck, very good for empaths. It picks up on people's crap. Yeah, picks up on people's crap. It is. It creates a protective bubble, and you can choose who to let in. I'm addicted to getting my nails done. I know, so am I. I love getting my nails done. That's why I'm like, you don't have to do it, guys. But hair is antennas. That's why I want my hair so long. You don't have to. You can have short hair. That's fine. But then you need to have your nails and your feet also clear of nail polish, because one of your antennas to connect needs to be free of crap. I don't dye my hair anymore either, as you can clearly see. So hematite is good for empaths, hence why I tied it around my neck. Black tourmaline is another great crystal for grounding and to get focused. Rose quartz amplifies the energy of love, bringing love into your energy, you feeling more love for your environment. So having that kind of crystal on your flowers or in your house would be great. I have all runes, I think it's runes, all rose quartz crystal up there, and I put all of the good runes. They're kind of like tarot cards, but different. They're made of stone, but they're all rose quartz all above there. Selenite charges all your other crystals. It's the angelic crystal, and it brings white light to us or others, because the selenite crystal is all the colors of the rainbow. Have them both in my bra. I need some new ones. Yep, getting weighed down by the crystals. All right, and then we also have red jasper. There's something about red crystals that is being talked about lately in spirit, like with the spirit, with like all these people who are awakened. Red jasper, red crystals as well is also good for the blood, to have it on your persons. It's like there's something about the red crystal that is activating, because they keep highlighting that at the minute. And then apolite, I think it's called. If you can put an apolite crystal in all four corners of the house, what that does is it sends a light beam from heaven into your home and creating a protective barrier. Apophyllite. Yeah, it's probably apophyllite. I spelled it wrong. And then I wanted to talk to you about pain. Yeah, I want to talk to you about pain. How do we get rid of pain? Some of us like to pop a pill, right? Pain will stem from a fear, a problem. That's how pain will manifest in the body. So to let go of pain is an actual conscious decision. It's an act of release. So because when many people hold on to their pain because they identify with it. And when you identify with your pain, it becomes a part of your story. It becomes your identity. Now, when I learned this years ago, and I was in that really horrible relationship, with my daughter's dad, I never understood why I didn't leave sooner. And I remember when I was younger, in my 20s, I said something like, I'm just addicted to the pain. That's the worst statement that anyone could ever make. It's like the love was so toxic, but it was so love. It was so toxic, but it was so much love. That's not good for a soul, because eventually it will deplete the soul's energy. It's a deep love connection, but it's so toxic. That's not good. So when you identify with pain, it becomes a part of your identity. It's hard to let go of it. So you have to dislodge the pain from your sense of self. And when you detach, you can reclaim your power, and you'll start to be healed. So when we identify with pain, this is normal, this always happens to me. It's like you you are acting like that's who you are, that's what you are, and you are aligned to it. So you got to detach from the old you. It's like essentially a part of who you were has to die to be reborn. And that's really what the death card represents, like the ending of something and the beginning of something brand new. Ultimately, it's a spiritual awakening, and ultimately it's letting go of your old baggage so new energy can come in. That's what that really represents. So like we'll talk about let go. So detach from pain. It doesn't belong to you. It happened all those years ago. It's not with you anymore, but you choose to hold on to it because once again, it becomes a part of your identity, or you identify with it. So pain is a spirit, and it will stay with you because you identify with it. You blend with it, right? So when you surrender, release, and let go of that, and usually it's betrayal as well, that like betrayal is rarely personal. It's a result of like other people's wounds, not yours. So when somebody hurts you or upsets you, usually it's not about you. It just represents that some hurt people, right? Hurt people. Detach from the situation. It's not yours. I've said this to my client as well. Don't make it your burden. Okay? When somebody betrays you, don't allow that betrayal from somebody else to transform who you are. That's why I said it's not yours. It's not yours. It doesn't belong to you. Somebody hurt you, they hurt you. And it wasn't because of you, it was because they got their own problems. So hurt people. So again, don't make somebody else's burden or betrayal. Don't allow that energy to transform who you are into something negative. I won't allow to. I learned this the hard way. It's better late than never, right? But don't, and I always try to like say this to my kid: don't allow that person to make you feel a certain type of way. It's not good for your energy. It's going to change you. You're a being of light. And then what? Somebody walks in and then makes you feel a certain type of way, and now you are going to what? Identify with that situation, that pain, and think it's yours, and it's not. It's not yours. It's not yours. Let it go. So negative energy exists on this planet in abundance. And I was saying this to the other lady the other day, and I can't remember who I was talking to. It's like, your negativity is so, how dare you come into, there's a green fly in here. Get out! No! For God's sake. I hate green flies, man. Ooh. Oh my God, there it goes. Sorry, guys. Oh my God, it is so big. So I'm so sorry. I hate flies. Come on, come over here so I can squash you to death. If my daughter's left the back door open, I'm going to wring her neck. Oh, thank God it's gone out. That was a fucking exercise. Sorry. I hate flies. I hate them. Like one day, when my bestie came into the house and we saw this fly, I was like, oh my God, and I went to chase it. And then she heard, that's what she heard. And then she comes out of the living room, she's walking towards my kitchen. And then I went, and then she went, ew! And I splattered the thing on my wall. I am literally the fly killer. You were bathed in rainbows because of all of my, because of, I always love, because of all of my, this brings in rainbows. All of those things, when the sun shines through, it brings in rainbows into my home. And there's this thing that you can get as well. It's like a sticky rainbow film. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on a minute. Oh, you might not be able to see it. But there's this sticky thing that I put on my window. No, you can't see it. It's there. It's like that section. And I cut it. And then it brings in rainbows into my house. It's so nice. You can get it from Amazon. It's like a rainbow film. $10 blue bottles in your kitchen. All right, so what was we talking about? Holding on to pain and getting rid of pain and how pain doesn't belong to you. My daughter just screamed and it came through the window vent. I don't like flies, man. I hate flies. So make sure the door's closed. So, what was I going to say? So don't make negativity like your burden. When someone betrays you, don't allow it to transform who you are. Don't let the negativity transform who you are. Negativity exists on the earth plane in abundance. And I was saying this the other day. I was saying to one of my clients that it's like negativity is with you abundantly. Because if you flow on that energy frequency, it's like it belongs to you. Me too. I pray and pray to not become that hard person. Upstairs, my neighbor assaulted me in October. She said, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people do hurt people. But you still have free will. And you don't have to take the low road. You don't need to be spiteful and you don't need to hurt. You don't need to hurt. I'm going to tell you what happened to me yesterday, which is what I want to talk to you guys in the beginning about. So, there is an abundance of negativity in this world, and it seeks to disrupt and sabotage, especially those in a higher frequency. Okay. I bought Moldavite, didn't have the transformation experience. Said it would have. Sometimes a certain crystal doesn't work with certain people. I'm an earth sign, so all crystals work with me. If you're a star seed or you're an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, you probably work well with Moldavite. Because if you're an earth sign, you can go well with all crystals. Some crystals are too powerful for like maybe water signs. If you're a water sign, because Moldavite is from a rock, so earth energy. Oh, I don't know why. Transformation. You might need to sleep with it. If it makes you feel out of whack, just put it with the rest of your crystals to contain the energy. And maybe because you're an earth sign, you might not need the transformation that the Moldavite gives out. Maybe you're already what you are supposed to be, so the Moldavite wouldn't have worked on you because you already are. I didn't have any of it. There might be other crystals that might work well for you as a Virgo. If a crystal doesn't activate certain parts of yourself, it's because you've already been activated. You don't need it. but it's still good to have in your person. It's still good to have in your home. So negativity is seeking out the people who are higher energy, of higher frequencies, right? So people often think that thoughts are our own, but what people don't realize is that there are influences in the energy that seeks to pull us away from our true path. And that could be in the form of somebody at work. It could be in the form of our children. It could be in the form of our partners, our family members, and they would have had a soul contract with you to try and pull you off of your path, to make you feel a certain type of way. But you have to remember that we are fractals of everybody. You're fractals of me. I am you. You are me. And we've all agreed to come into each other's lives to play a certain role in each other's lives. Some will come to enlighten. Some will feel like they come to destroy. Some will come to trigger. But these are all things that we have chosen to experience. I've got a Moldavite ring, and when I have it on, I go to goddess mode. You need to have it on all the time. And Gemma, you need to have it on all the time, girl. Always remember, that's why I always say to you guys, surround yourself with people who are uplifting. Find your soul tribe. Don't hang around with people who don't have the same sort of mentality or the same energy field as you. If you're around these people every day, white light yourself. Always white light your energy before you go before you mix into this energy, into the crowd. You know, we all have DNA. We all have alien DNA within our body. Okay, all of us. That's why I'm trying to manifest my soul tribe. We are here. 26 of us, Serenity Rose is your soul tribe. This is the safe space. This is where everybody can come to talk about anything that you could never talk about with your mates because they'll think you're crazy. This is your soul tribe. You might have been activated as well, Donna. So you don't need to feel it. It just means that you've already been activated with whatever that crystal energy is. So find your soul tribe. Okay, don't let the negativity change who you are. Let go and make space for light and love. When we make space for light and love with somebody who's ill in our family, when you feel like uncomfortable in the energy, make space of light. Visualize the interview between you and the person that you're being interviewed by, and make love, space, connection between you and that person. So when you go into the interview, it feels amazing. You feel amazing. Your energy ripples off onto your interviewer, and they're going to be, I love her. I love him. His energy was amazing, because people go off by energy. Have you ever met someone and go, ooh, I like the way that person looked. I think I'm going to employ them. I love that person's energy. They feel amazing. The energy of the home, the energy of the work. It's always energy. It's energy. So make space for light. Yeah, light to shine through. Because life is a journey of growth, and every experience is an opportunity to become who we are. We align to this energy. So I wanted to talk about blood type. Does anyone know what you are? This is so exciting. Last week I talked about eye colors. Now I want to talk about blood type. Good. Oh, A. Okay. B plus. Yep. B positive. A positive. O positive. Wow. 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 Okay. All right. You ready? All right. So this is why I always say to you guys, I always promote the books that I read. I always promote the book. I've got it somewhere, but I can't mind off the top of my head. You can't remember, hey? Okay. I'm a B positive. B, obviously. I'm all about promoting being positive. I was like, of course I would be a B positive. Duh. Be positive. What else would I fucking be? It's so annoying. I was like, why can't I be like an O blood type? Because, you know, the O blood type is like the healers and, you know, connected to Jesus. Do you know what I mean? Why can't I be an RH? You know, I'm not saying be positive is not a good thing, but I'm telling you, it's like, I'm be positive. So when you've got like, God, it's so exciting, guys. Oh my God. It's so exciting. Right, let's talk about it. So the first thing that I want to talk about is bloodlines, okay? So like blood type A, for example, whether it's A or A positive or B A positive or A negative. The blood type A, for example, it holds ties to like ancient wisdom, druidic knowledge, and it lies dormant in the body. I'm going to talk about all the blood types, guys. So right now I'm doing A blood type, yeah? So A blood type is connected to druidic energy. Gladstoneberry, some of you might be interested in it. This is so interesting. Okay, so if you know your blood type, this is good. If you don't know your blood type, go get it and get this information now, and then you'll know what kind of lineage you're connected to, your bloodline. It tells you a lot with your bloodline. So druid, ancient wisdom, if you're an A blood type, the A blood type energy is, I can't remember if it was, give me 1 second, let me just look at my notes. So when you have an A blood type, you'll be drawn to go to Glastonbury, touching the ruins or the stones there, like stone circles in Glastonbury. It wakes up the DNA if you touch the stones. And then you drink like from the chalice well is what they talk about, because the water in the chalice well in Glastonbury holds like powers, and it activates like hidden memories when you have an A blood type, when you have A blood. So when you have the A blood type, again, is connected to, there's always clue of what these with your blood type. There's always clues with your reincarnation, like when you're reincarnated, like in a past life you could have been a druid or you could have been a fae, like a fairy. And that's why I talk about raw honey. So A blood types will be connected to that sort of energy, right? And hidden knowledge. So when you go to these places, I'm telling you, you activate the energy. And I was talking about this yesterday, but I didn't want to get into it because today's the day that I wanted to get into it. So that's the A blood type. So the A blood types are connected to fae, fairies, and connected to druids. Going to Glastonbury and touching the stone walls there will activate hidden memories and hidden knowledge. These are going to unlock knowledges that you have within your physical body that's laying dormant. And many times, again, it is connected to, like I said, fae and druids. There's like unawakened knowledge in your DNA. There's unawakened knowledge in your DNA. And then when you go to the O blood type always resonates to the frequency of the ancient Atlantis. The O blood type, ancient Atlantis. It carries like ancient legacies of Atlantis when you have an O blood type. It's crazy. O is also in resonance, right? O can, if I'm a B positive blood, and I believe it's the O blood type that can give everyone. Is that correct? Am I right? So when you're an O blood type, you can heal me. I don't need specifically a B positive blood. I can use O to heal my blood. You are all healers. O blood types, yes, it's correct. O blood types, you are all healers. You have healing abilities in your bloodline. From what I know, O blood type is the highest form of connection is with Atlantis, the Atlanteans. Yes. So the O blood type, with the bloodline, you have profound source of knowledge, right? Profound source of knowledge. You'll also be connected to Egypt as well. There's something about Egypt connection, like the Egyptian stones, the ancient Egyptian stones. It awakens like long buried truths, connecting people to the past and present ways, energy. This is the energy of the O blood type. Yes, they predominantly spoke about Atlantis and Egypt with the O blood type. And also, I'm going to say this to you. Did you know that the O blood type is resonant to the Om frequency? All my O's out there, you better be sitting there going, oh, because you never know what activation. Remember, it's sound healing. Did you know that back in the day, everybody was like, how the friggin' hell did they put them pyramids there? How would they even know how to construct a pyramid like that back in the day? They don't have the tools that we have now, right? To lift up heavy bricks and all that shit. Sound. You get the right sound, you're able to lift up a very heavy rock, and the frequency of the sound will create a vibration and the rock will lift. Ever heard of that? Ever seen that done? Sound. The power of sound. Did you know that your soul itself is a frequency and a vibration of sound? The voice that you use is a sound frequency. That's why we love listening to music, because it will heal the energy. Your voice could be a form of a sound healing. Did you know that? Sometimes people that are talking, you can listen to someone talk all day long because the sound of their voice is so soothing, and you could just listen to it forever and ever. The humming of your mother's voice is a sound frequency. It does something to your soul. So sound is really important. We're all vibrational frequency of sound. So when you are an O blood type, to Om resonates with the O blood type frequency. Isn't that cool? I'm going to Om even though I'm a B+, so I don't care what you say. I might be a B+, but I'm still going to Om it out. I'm still going to go Om. Om. I'm still doing the Om sound, man. I don't care if I'm a B positive. I'm still Oming it out, man. B, that would be me. Who's a B type blood? I'm a B positive. That would be me. Alrighty, let's talk about B's. So B blood types. When you have the B blood type, it carries ancient knowledge of I'm a B positive, of the Pacific Islands, deeply connected to Earth. It has a natural rhythm with Mother Earth, Gaia, and it's in the DNA. And there's something about the Hawaiian Islands. So this is why I was talking to you the other day that if I was ever going to retire to any country, I would probably have to go to either Spain. I'd probably have to go to maybe Hawaii is definitely a place that I would retire to, or obviously my mum's home country, which is the Philippines. But they say that you would be connected to the Hawaiian Islands because the B bloodline has a natural affinity to work with plants and herbs. And when you're a B blood type energy, you're supposed to be moving the hips and dancing and singing. And I was a singer before I became what I was. Before I became all of the other things that I was employed in, I was a singer. I used to sing. I have a video of me on TikTok, I think it is. And on TikTok, I'm singing on the karaoke, and a lot of people were like, Anna, we didn't know you could sing. Like, I'll sing stupidly when I'm on my live, but you give me a microphone, you put that karaoke on, I could sound like the Celine Dion and Mariah Carey, man. I'm telling you, I can get right up there into them high-pitched tones. So singing and dancing will be very beneficial, and especially singing and dancing for the B positive blood type under the moonlight. I love the moon. There's something about the moon. So when you have a B blood type, it carries within the B blood type knowledge of the Pacific Islands. It's lineage that stretches back to the civilizations like Lemuria, that civilization of Lemuria. There are dormant powers within the B positive bloodline, the DNA, and it's awaiting to be awakened. Now, the South Pacific and the Hawaiian Islands, if you immerse yourself in those energies, there is sacred water in those places, and people with the B blood have a natural affinity again to work with herbs and plants. And they are there's healing and harmony within the nature. I'm an earth sign anyway, so I need to be outside in Mother Earth. I need to have plants and flowers in my house because it activates and cleanses my soul. So it would be beneficial for B plus blood type to dance and sing and moving the hips, because otherwise energy will get stuck in there. Yeah, it will get stuck in that energy. AB blood type, whether you're positive or negative, you've got a great balance here. When you're an AB, where's your hula skirt, Anna? I've got to make one. I don't have one yet. So the AB blood type represents a unique balance, okay? The AB blood type, a harmony between two ancient lineage, because the A blood type is supposed to be different from the B blood type, but when you put those two together, we'll talk about the A blood type, which is what I was talking about earlier. Did I say the A blood type? Yes, ancient wisdom. That's what I was saying with the A blood type. Whether you're A positive or A negative, it's wisdom. You hold ancient wisdom. We all do in our DNA. In our bloodline, we all have it anyway, but it's sort of like different sort of wisdom. So when you have AB blood type, you have a unique balance energy. You're here. There's a harmony between two ancient lineage, and it is a gift with like profound equilibrium. You blend in wisdom from the A ancient knowledge of Lemuria with the B. You balance out this energy, and a lot of AB bloodline are spiritual leaders. They are guides who walk like, and you can walk between worlds, from the physical to the spirit world. These blood types are usually drawn to like mystical and sacred stuff, like inner knowledge, far beyond like what we know here in the physical world when you have an AB blood type. And again, stone circles in the UK for the AB blood type. Touching the stone circles in the UK is going to activate your DNA as well. Touching the stones will wake up DNA that is dormant or hidden knowledge that is, because everything that we ever need to know is in our bloodline. It's in our DNA. I believe that Jesus was O. He was, well, I wouldn't be really surprised, because the O bloodline is the one that can heal everybody. Like if you're a B positive, A negative, RH, O can heal all of those energies. So I wouldn't be surprised. From what I heard is Jesus was O blood type. Anyone got RH bloodline? Anyone? When you have RH like negative, let's just say for example, RH negative blood connects and transcends beyond the earthly plane. Okay. It's connected to Egypt as well, and the star people. RH negative. You never heard of that bloodline? RH negative. That exists. There is a phenomenon about the RH negative bloodline. Okay, it's connected to the pharaohs, connected to royalty, connected to the ancient bloodline. You've never heard of RH negative. Google it. It is leadership blood. It's strength. It's visionary. So whoever possesses the RH bloodline is actually has innate psychic abilities. RH negative bloodline, and you were a medic. It exists. Yeah. There is a bloodline that is RH negative. And remember, this is all my spiritual research. I do all of this in spiritual energy. So RH negative bloodline will carry, it's like celestial lineage and leaders connected to Egypt, royal bloodline, usually has innate psychic abilities. To fully awaken the RH negative bloodline, okay, and it's a source of ancient power connected to Egypt and the pyramids. So when you go there and you touch those things, it will open up dormant abilities that is inside of your energy. It will open up. So those of you who possess the RH negative bloodline are uniquely positioned to bridge the gap between the physical and the spiritual world. Google says it's pertains that determines if you're a positive or a negative blood type. So when I've been doing my investigation, my research, and connect with my guides, they talked about RH negative. It's called the RH negative in the physical world. In physical world, yes, RH factor. But in spirituality, they call it the RH negative blood type connected to royalty. I think Diana had this bloodline, Princess Diana. Among the humanoids. Isn't it amazing? Isn't that amazing? Yeah, but I just research. I meditate. So when I do my research and I listen to and read all the books that I've read, I'm like, okay, now I need to know if this is all true. And when I meditate and go in and I connect to Saba. Saba is all my three of them, because I used to say angels, guides, loved ones, Saba, white horse, and praagh. And I used to say all of these names. And I go, is there any way that we can shorten all of you and connect you to one name? And when I done a meditation, my shaman gave me Saba. And Saba, the meaning of Saba is, I love Princess Diana too, right? Give me 1 second. Hold on a minute. When they gave me, my shamans gave me Saba, and I said, what can I call you as a collective? Because to call you white horse, running water, praagh, because praagh is the old man, the old native Indian that follows me around as well. I said, can I call you a name, just all of you at once? They gave me the Saba. They gave me Saba when I was in deep meditation. And then I was like, okay, I'll take it. Saba is all three of you. It means a gentle breeze. It means divine abundance or deeper inner fulfillment. When I Googled Saba, I was amazed. Gentle breeze. I was like, that makes sense to me. Like my shaman family and my guides would be the gentle breeze. That made sense for me why they called themselves Saba when I meditated on. Yeah, it means gentle breeze. I was like, no way. I was like, when I connected to my guides and they gave me that name, they said, you can call us Saba. Like, there is another medium out there, and there was a medium that connects to her guides, and her guides are called Theo. So we're a collective consciousness that walks with you. Hi, Diana. We're a collective consciousness that walks with you. And because we are many, you can call us Theo. And then there was another guy. I'm sure you've heard of him. Give me 1 second. I'm going to show you a picture. What is his collective group of people? Bashar. Does any has anyone ever heard of Daryl Anchor? Daryl Anchor. He's a channeler. You'll see him on Gaia. And he channels his guides, and they're called Bashar. So if you go on Gaia, oh, you've heard of him, Gemma, yeah. So his name is Daryl Anchor. He's like medium. He's like connects to Bashar. So those are his guides. We all have them, but you need to sit in meditation to get their names. Because when I said to my guides at one point, what is your name? They were like, we go by many names. And then I'm like, why would you go by many names? Because we've had many lifetimes. So which name do you want us to be? I was like, just give me one of the most recent. I'm so late. See, guys. So, and then Theo. There's another woman that channels Theo. I can't remember her name though. Give me 1 second. Theo channeler. Sheila. Her name is Sheila Gilletti. Her. So she channels Theo. She's also on Gaia. So we all have a connection to spirit guides. We all have them. We were born with them. They came with us in this lifetime. Abraham Hicks, Esther Hicks, yeah, channels Abraham Hicks. I have her book up there. I love it. I love her book. I love her. We all have guides. So the way that Abraham Hicks is channeled, the way that Bashar is channeled, the way that Theo is channeled, my guides are called Saba. So when I was like, listen, I can't keep going running water, White Horse and praagh, and then Archangel Michael and Raphael, Archangel Gabriel and Metatron. There's so many names going out there. I said, give me one name for all of yous lot. And they go Saba, the soft breeze. I was like, okay, I'll take it. I'll take that. And that's the name I got. Gaia is, have you ever heard of Gaia? There is a woman. So Gaia, when you go on Prime, there is a channel on Prime called Gaia. And on Gaia, there is all the things of spirituality, extraterrestrials, everything that you need to learn, all information that nobody wants you to find out about because they want to dull down your senses. So people like you and me, let's just say that you and me have these abilities and we want to show the whole world that we are being programmed by the government. We're being programmed by our schools. We're being programmed by religion, by, by a culture. They don't want us to wake up. They don't want us to wake up. So people like you and I, like Sarah Brexman Cosme, she is a past life regressionist. When she wrote the hypnosis journey to Avalon, what happened with her is all of her work was censored because they don't want you to know the truth. They don't want you to unlock the superpower that you have within you, that God speck of that God fragment within you, because we're all God's children, which means we all God's walking on earth. I've said this to you many years. I've been doing it. So a lot of people who try to awaken, I always say, you don't need me. Listen to yourself. Go and investigate. Go and do the research. Don't just listen to me. I tell you something and you're going, not sure about that. Go and investigate it. Don't just listen to me. You're here to investigate. When you investigate and you go and find the path that you're supposed to be on, you will connect to your angels and your guides and your loved ones quicker, sooner. It has to be you. I can activate your energy to get going, but you're the one who's got to do the walking. I'm doing the talking right now, but because I've done the walking, so I'm doing the talking to tell you guys, activate your own energy. Yes, you can listen to me, but also go and do your research, because then you'll feel within yourself what's right and what isn't right. Don't just take my word for it like it's Bible. You got to do your own research. I will never ever say to you, follow me, guys. I know best. I know what I'm doing. I don't know. I'm still learning like you. So I'll always say to you guys, learn well. Now, there's a woman called Gaia as well. I'm going to show her to you. Gaia, Soul 33. She's a healer. She's a healer. So she can go in, see all your trauma, tell you where it started off. She'll pick it out of you and then you'll get healed. Watch her on Gaia. Put her name. Her name is Gaia. I'll take a screenshot of it. Let me flip the screen. Hold on. Always do a research. Don't just take my word for it. Mirror your video. Take a screenshot. Type her name on Gaia, the actual show. So Gaia is an actual, there's a program, there's like all of these different segments on Prime and you can connect on it. But Gaia is one of them. And I pay for Gaia. And she's Soul 33. You can get a healing from this woman and it's profound on levels that you'll never understand. She will pull it out of you. She's an amazing, gifted healer and reader. I always promote these people. I always promote like this energy. I just found it. Oh, good. There you go. I'll never ever say to you guys, take my word for it. I know what I know me. Follow me. I'll never say that to you because that's not what God would want me to do. God would want me to say, you know what, Anna? Tell them what you found and then tell them to go and research it so they can get the information themselves. Because you might wake up something within you. I know I've been awakened. I know I have. So you can channel your guides, your angels and your loved ones, but you have to make sure that you meditate. Remember, start off with 5 minutes. The next day, start off with 10 minutes. The next day, 15. And then it will get bigger and bigger. The more you meditate, the more you connect. Has anyone ever heard of Suzanne Giesemann? So good, guys. Anyone ever heard of her? Suzanne Giesemann. She was a military woman. This woman, yeah. Suzanne Giesemann. Shall I take a screenshot of her? She's the one who told Wolf's story. Let me do the mirror again. Take a screenshot. Susan Giesemann. Go find her. Yes, Gaia, but it's Gaia is spelled Gaia, and it's on Prime. Let me show you. I'm going to show it to you guys. Hold on. Go on your TV. Go to Prime Videos. Give me 1 second. On your TV, you should find Prime, or you can do it on your computer. Once you've logged in, give me 1 second. Mercury retrograde, that's why it's taking so long. Okay, log in. And can you see on the top? Can you see on the top? It says Gaia. Can you see that? GAI. And then you go up. Then you go across to Gaia. And then you'll find all of the... Look at that. I love him. James, what's his name? Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm watching currently Beyond Belief. Go on your computer and put Prime. You might have to pay for it, because I do. Go on your laptop. Go on your computer. Go on your phone. Download Prime. And then you might have to pay a little bit for Gaia. I have Sky. So Sky, with what I pay for, has that. Let me tell you about Suzanne Giesemann. This woman was a military officer. She was a military officer. She was on the airplane. She was with the president when 9/11 hit. When the Pentagon, was it the Pentagon that was hit? You know, that building, first the Twin Towers, and then the other building where she was like, a minute ago, they were all alive. So she was like, my colleagues were alive. So she basically works for the military. Look, she's a military officer, yeah? The Pentagon, it was the Pentagon, right. So what happened was, you've got to listen to her story. I love her. I've got her book, Wolf's Story. I bought her book. This is a naval officer, military woman. She was working with the president. She was there front. She said, when the plane hit the Pentagon, I saw the wing of the plane. So all of it was like, it was real. It hit home. It was crazy when 9/11 hit. I was with the president. We were in Air Force One, flying, coming back down, whatever. But I'll tell you what happened. She's a medium. She didn't believe in all this shit. She's military based. So and this is the reason why God picked her. Because she was a military officer. She is very science mind. Yeah, I found Gaia channel and search as it wasn't coming up on its own. You can download Prime on your phone and pay for it. And you can download Gaia. So a little bit of an extra cost. It's not going to be much. But anyway, Suzanne Giesemann, I love her. And you can find the story of her on Prime, Gaia, Wolf's Story. And I told you about Wolf before, and I showed you the book that I told you guys to buy. It will hit home in some way. Suzanne Giesemann, working in the military, she loved her job. It was great to be on Air Force One, working with the president. She was the second-hand woman, like she was the right-hand man for the president or something like this. And she was very right brain, yeah? Not right brain, very left brain energy. Logical, intellectual, very smart. What happened was her husband, because she has her husband with his first marriage had a daughter. So she had a stepdaughter, and she said that her daughter was also in the military, and her daughter, who was also called Susan, I think it was Susan, walked the flight line, crossed the flight line on her way to go to work, and she got struck by lightning. This little girl here, this girl here. She was about 27 years old. So Susan Giesman, this is her stepdaughter. That's why they put them two together. She was on her way to the military. She crossed the flight line, they said, and out of nowhere, there was no clouds in the sky. It was not raining. It wasn't a stormy day. And bam, a bolt of lightning struck her. Susan was like, when my daughter was struck by lightning, what are the fucking chances of that? But it happened to Wolf as well. She said, when my husband found out that my stepdaughter passed away, and I found out that my stepdaughter passed away, I was devastated. I was just like, this is not right. Like, where do we go? This is so traumatic. Like, and she said, I started to investigate. I needed to find out if there was life beyond life. And she said, I went to a medium, and she didn't believe in mediums. She said to her husband, Ty, we're going to go to a medium. And he didn't know what a medium was. He was just like, okay, dear. So they go to the medium, and he doesn't know what a medium is. He's just like, not in, because they're so like left brain. And the medium goes, like, they don't want to hear, oh, you got a grandmother on the other side who loves you. They need golden nuggets. That's what she calls it. I need information that no one else could know. So this medium said this, that, and this and that. And then she said, oh, there's a woman here. And then Susan's like, okay. And something about lightning. And she didn't say anything. So she said, can I call my husband? Because this is my husband's daughter. So Ty comes into the room with Susan, and this medium is reading for her. Is that your daughter? Yes, your daughter is here. She gave a couple of things that was like, oh my God, it resonates. There's the lightning thing. She got hit by lightning. And then she goes, oh, it's funny though, because your daughter comes through with a little boy. What the medium or nobody knew was that when this girl crossed the flight line and got electrocuted, she was 6 months pregnant with a little boy. So the medium said, oh, your daughter has got a little boy with her. And they were like, that was the golden nugget for us, because no one knew that Suzanne was pregnant. And the soul, when she came through, that soul was like, I have my son, we're okay, don't worry about us. That's what she was saying to Susan and her father. It's funny because her name is Susan and her name is Suzanne. Or she's Susan and her name is Suzanne. It was just strange. After that, the military officer was like, nah, there's something deeper going on here. There's something more to life than meets the eye. But she said, after the medium, fine. But this is what she highlighted the energy for her to do mediumship. She didn't even try to become a medium. She just wanted to contact her daughter, her stepdaughter. She said, the day of my stepdaughter's funeral, I went to the coffin and it was not my daughter. It was not my stepdaughter. She said, Susan was full of life and she was full of energy and she lit up the whole room and she was an amazing soul. And the person that was in the coffin, that wasn't my Susan. It just wasn't her. That was the vehicle that enshrined her soul for this time. But it was not my daughter. And I needed to find her. That's what Susan said. I needed to find my daughter. So, what did she do? She sat in meditation. She said, all right, Susan, I need you to connect to me. Connect to me. So she sat there with a pen and paper and she waited. 20 minutes went by, nothing. Half an hour went by, nothing. An hour went by, nothing. So she said, okay, I'll just try again tomorrow. She did that 3 years straight. She didn't pick anything up from Susan, but she was picking up other spirits. So in the 3 years that she was practicing her meditation, silencing her mind, practice meditation, she could not get to Susan, her stepdaughter. But other spirits were coming in because she learnt to practice to silence her mind. Hey, Cece, she learnt to silence her mind in the 3 years of meditation, that in the end, she started connecting to all these other spirits. So she would meet a friend, and a friend would say, she'll be like, there's a father for you here. Did your father die? Did he have Alzheimer's? Yeah, he did. Well, he's telling me that he's clear of mind, and he said that you didn't make it to the hospital. And this woman is going, how the fuck are you doing this? She goes, I don't know. She goes, but I'm receiving information now because you know why? She clears out the ego, the monkey chatter through her meditation. Now spirits are all coming in and talking to her. So 3 years later of meditation and now reading for everybody, she thought this was amazing. She goes, when I started giving messages like Ophelia is doing, I decided to go to the UK because she's based in the USA. I decided to go to the UK and go to the Arthur Findlay College. Arthur Findlay College is the school for gifted children, psychics, mediums. It's basically like, do you remember, what is that bloody thing with X? You know, the X-Men. And then there was the school for the gifted. It was that. So Arthur Findlay opened up a school for psychic mediums. That was where I wanted to go. But Brian, my psychic medium, said, you don't need to go to Arthur Findlay College, Anna, because you go there. You go there. You go direct. You don't need the Arthur Findlay College. You can go there to learn and practice meditation, but it seems to me like you already have a direct line to up there. Obviously, I died and I came back. He said I didn't need it. I still want to go to Arthur Findlay College, though, because I would just like, hello, a school filled with mediums and psychics? Those are my siblings. Those are my brothers and sisters there. I want to go there. I don't care. And it's a beautiful place. You spend like maybe $1,000, $2,000, depending on like whatever course you pick. And they give you your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner, your snacks. They give you a great room. They do it online too, like Harry Potter. I love that. Yeah. So I wanted to go there, but my medium was saying, you don't need it, Anna. You go direct. And I was like, oh, but I want to go. I want to go and meet my brothers and sisters over there, the people who are psychics and mediums. So anyway, so Suzanne Giesman comes to London. She goes to the Arthur Findlay College. She studies there for a week, and then she goes back to the USA, now completely amplified. So what happened was she started doing meditation on her 3rd year of meditating, still trying to connect to Susan. And Susan hasn't come in yet. But on the 3rd year of her meditation, she sits there and she goes, Susan, please come through. And there comes Susan. And she goes, Susan, there you are. She goes, where the hell have you been? I've been trying to contact you for 3 years. And she said, this is what her stepdaughter said on the other side. If I had come to you earlier, you would have never continued to meditate because you would have known that I was okay, and you would have never been able to give healing messages to all of those people that you gave healing messages to. I needed you to practice meditation, and then I was supposed to come in later on to activate the energy later on because you needed to activate yourself. You would have given up. You would have never meditated. You would have never done all this thing if I had connected to you sooner. And then she said, she was like, oh my God. She was like, this is amazing. She's like, give me 3 things to validate that I'm not going crazy. She goes, tell me something about your mum, Susan. So Susan Giesman is talking to her stepdaughter, Susan, and saying to her, Susan, tell me something about your mother, your biological mother. And then she goes, all right, I want you to mention the light. I want you to mention the ladder. And I want you to mention, I can't remember what the other thing was. The cat. I want to mention the cat. So she goes, okay, let's put this into action and see now. Now I'm connecting to my stepdaughter. I know she's all right. I know she's with the baby. I know she's in heaven. So I'm going to call up her mum. So she says to her husband, Ty, you need to call up your ex-wife, and you need to give me the phone. So she's like, all right, I've got Susan here. She wants to talk to you. And she goes, I've just connected to your daughter. She talked about the cat. What's going on with the cat? And the mother is dumbfounded. She's like, I had to take the cat to the vet because she wasn't well. Right. She's like, okay, cool. Strike one. She's also talking about the ladder. And she was like, we put a ladder in the garden and it vanished. It wasn't there. And we found it in the strangest place. Strike two. That's confirmation from the other side for Susan Giesman, the military woman, to give a message to the mother of the girl who passed away, the biological mother that passed away. That's strike three. And then she also talked about the lights. What's up with the lights? And she goes, oh, we haven't taken down the Christmas lights yet. It's still up. Strike three. Do you see, like yesterday when I was doing mediumship and I was reading for Nomsa and I was reading for Donna and I was reading for Lala, and everybody's like, and then Viva La Tarot was going, how did you do that? Meditate. Silence your ego. Shut up. Say nothing. Practice mindful meditation by telling the ego to silence itself and letting the spirit come out. That's how you connect to your loved ones. I'm not the only one who can do it. You can do it too. So go and find her story. This is her book. Wolf is a powerful being. He too got struck by lightning under this tree. Susan Giesman. There's a picture of her. No, they didn't put up a picture of her. Susan Giesman. She wrote about Wolf. I did talk about this book before. Get it on Amazon. Wolf's Message. And I highly recommend that you can read the book or you can go on Gaia and watch Wolf's Message, because you see Susan being interviewed. Now, the thing that Wolf had in common with Susan was that Wolf got struck by lightning and used Susan to communicate with his parents. But at the same time, her daughter also got struck by lightning. What are the chances of that? So it's a great book to read. But you want to get the full feeling of it? Yes, you can get the feeling of it in the book. But go and watch it on Gaia Prime. It's amazing. The story is so amazing. I delve into all of this because of my near-death experience, because of my open heart surgery. Go and investigate. That's what I'm saying, guys. Don't just listen to me. Go out there. Put yourself out there. Learn well. Take what resonates with your soul. Leave behind what doesn't. We are all connected to artificial intelligence. We are all alien in some way. Our blood is tainted with amazing energy, and it's all. I'm watching Gaia today, man. Damn it. That's Serenity Rose. I'm watching Gaia today, man. Damn. I'm gonna get my popcorn. I'm gonna put my feet up and I'm gonna be watching some Gaia today, man. So I was also watching this documentary on Gaia. I was watching it the other day. I found it so amazing. I find that the children that are born are very much extraterrestrial, hybrid children, very connected to the angelic realm, very connected to the souls, are very, very tuned in. When it was my niece, she had a party the other day and she was like, Auntie, I think it's cheaper now. I pay I think it's like £8 a month for Gaia, for Prime. And then I add on like another, I don't know, $1.99 or $2.99 for it. I don't care. I will sacrifice going to the coffee shop and getting coffee $2.99 for my Gaia. So I was watching Gaia the other day. I need to take down my hair. Sorry, my hair's an absolute mess. So I was watching Gaia the other day, right? And there was a man being interviewed. And It's cheaper than us. It's double for us here in Perth. No way. No way. It's like, yeah, it's like $8.99. I need to wash my hair, my God. So, what? $16, $20 per month? No way. What? You lot are being ripped off. Look at that. Prime, Amazon Prime UK subscribers, $8.99 per month. That's what I pay. $8.99 per month. So I was right. It's $8.99. Look at that. £8.99. That's what I pay a month. And then I might pay a little extra for Gaia. That's a bloody rip-off, that is. So maybe I should just... Mine is $11.99 US dollars. $2. So maybe you don't have to pay for it. You just have to... I'll do the research, guys, and you just take what you need and leave behind what you don't. What was I saying? Oh, so I was watching something. I was watching something on Gaia yesterday, and they were talking about how the children that are born in these days are hybrids, right? And my niece invited me to her house the other day, but she was like, the whole family is coming. The whole family consists of like, I don't know, like 25 kids. And I was like, oh, hell no. I cannot be around all of these energies, and I cannot be around children right now. And then I use the excuse of my mum dying. I was like, I'm still grieving at the moment, babes. And I don't think I could be around a crowd of people. And she's probably thinking, Auntie, you can't be using that excuse anymore. She's like, you can't do it anymore. And I was just like, well, you know, my mum died 8 months ago. And she's like, yeah, I know, because she's my grandma. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, I know you're connecting to us, so stop trying it. I was like, no, I just can't really be around a crowd of people because there's too many people then. All the children are going to just basically drive me insane. I use like my mum's death as an excuse not to go. It's so silly. Susan was interviewed by a podcast too, and I can't remember his name. She was interviewed all over the place, believe me. They interviewed her they wanted to know her because of a military background. From a military officer to a medium? What kind of career change is that? Could you imagine? So anyway, when my niece was going, come to the house because we want to see you, I was just like, okay, no. But what I heard was there was all of these babies that are being born in with my family. So there was like there was like 7 or 8 kids there. 2 of them is like 2, 3 years old. And I was just like, oh, hell no. I don't want to be around all that. That's too noisy for me, man. So my best friend was going, one of the nieces who's 2 years old, she's very smart, like very intelligent. Like you're talking to a 2-year-old and she sounds like a friggin' 8-year-old woman. Like she knows things that she shouldn't know. Like she's too smart for her own good. A 2-year-old going, hello guys, how's everybody doing? You know, sounded like a fucking old woman, and you're like 2 years old. What the fuck? So she's like, we're talking to this little baby girl. We'll just call her Z. And they're talking to Z, and Z is very good at talking at 2 years old. This makes no sense. So the girl goes out and she's outside playing, and they can hear her having a full-blown conversation. She's like, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up this cup with this, and then I'm going to give you this, and then we're going to make it equal. And then they're like, who the fuck is she talking to? And she's 2. So they open up the door and they're like doing a little creepy looking in to see what the little one and who the little one's talking to. And they're expecting to see somebody, yeah? She ain't talking to nobody. There's nobody there. And then I looked at my bestie and I went, you know, she's talking to her great grandma, right? And she was like, that's what I thought. Because my bestie is also quite psychic, but she's in denial. Like, she's afraid of her own shadow. It's pricey. I'm seeing $15.99 now. I'll start with the 7-day free trial. Yeah, get in there, man, for 7 days. And then be like, nah. Get in there for 7 days, man. So she's talking to someone that isn't there. But obviously I know, because my daughter was doing it as well when she was a little girl. I was like, oh God, my daughter's got my abilities, but she's even more. Like with my daughter, she can, like I have people in my family who can pick up deaths when somebody's going to die and when somebody's pregnant. And her name's Monica. She's like, somebody's going to die. Someone's going to die. I can feel it. And then bam, somebody falls dead. Somebody dies in our family. And I'm like, Monica. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, and then we'll be in a party. And then Monica will blurt out, someone's pregnant. Someone here is pregnant. And then everyone's going, oh, hell no, not me. And then somebody end up getting pregnant. So she has the ability to pick up on deaths and births. It's really weird. Like my whole family's weird. My whole family. My sister's like that as well. She's like, oh, she's going to have a girl. I'm like, yeah, I saw that too. And then there's like a girl being born. It's crazy. Like a whole bloodline is just, it's a bit weird. But anyway, so we have all got like this DNA energy imprint within us. Now, there was something I was going to tell you. It was really important. Watch those series on Gaia. It will help activate your own DNA energy. It will help you to get clarity on who you are. Remember what I told you about pain, on how to let pain doesn't belong to you. It's usually somebody else's stuff that makes you feel that pain energy. Hurt people. Somebody said that here a while ago. But when I was watching this thing on, I can't remember what episode it was, because there's a whole bunch of stuff on Gaia that you can watch. But a man was being interviewed and he was talking about a 7-year-old girl. The 7-year-old girl was saying things that nobody understood. So she'll be like, did you know that there are like 25 planetary systems out there? And did you know that this one is called this one is called this one is Pluto, this is Jupiter, this is and did you know that the Hubble telescope was, and then she'll talk about machines that the military was using that she should have never ever known about. She would be watching the TV and the Vietnam War would come up and she'd be like, no, that's not right, that's wrong. And her parents would be looking at her going, is she all right? Like, she was like, no, mum, dad, that's not right. They're lying. It's supposed to be this, that, and the other. This is wrong. So she would be like she was there. Like she had this tuned in information. It was absolutely crazy. So what happened was, because of all the information that she was giving out, because when the teachers were teaching the 7-year-old girl in school and giving her mathematical equations, and like mathematical equations that Albert Einstein couldn't even fucking figure out, but she was like figuring out all of these mathematical equations. The mother was like, I think there's something wrong with my daughter, to the point that everyone in the school thought there was something wrong with the 7-year-old. So what they did was they took her into doctor's appointments. They gave her scans. They gave her like tests and all that. She would pass all of the tests. They'd give her crazy sums and, you know, do you know what planet this is? Do you know what planet that is? Can you tell us about the military? And could you tell us about this, that, and the other? And should give all information that a 7-year-old should not even know. Then when they did a test on her, they was like, all right, we need to go deeper into this, because it's either she is artificial intelligence, it's either she's AI, she's an alien hybrid, she's a hybrid child, or she's just got innate psychic abilities. And I feel like it could have been all of the above. But listen to this. They were like, we need to do a scan on her, a body scan. So they'll put her in that machine, in it. That, was it EC? No, it isn't. It's not an ECG. What is it called? The echo MRI thingy. So they put her into this machine and they scan and they do a full body scan on her body. MRI, CT scan. Right. So they put her under this machine and they take pictures of her and they see this tiny little grain of rice that was highlighted in the back of her neck. And then they saw a wire that was in her knees. So they were like, these are anomalies. This doesn't make any sense. What is this? The military now got a hold of this 7-year-old girl, and they need to know if she is a hybrid. How is she doing this? How does she know about our military weapons and where they are? How does she know about that planet? Like, it hasn't been even discovered yet. We know about it, but how the fuck does a 7-year-old know about it? When the military talks to her parents, they basically say to the parents, we need to operate on her and we need to get rid of those things that are in her body. They're like, hell no. But then she starts getting weirder and weirder. And not weirder and weirder. It's just that we can't understand it because she's 7 years old and she's so highly intuitive. It's kind of now making the parents uncomfortable. So after months and months of trying to convince her parents to operate on her, to have this thing removed from her neck and have this wire removed from her leg, they decided to go forward with it. They remove the wire from her neck. They remove the grain of rice. It's a metal object that was placed in her neck. And then they moved the wire that was from her leg. We're going to talk about extraterrestrials in a second. And what happened was the little girl had no memory of anything that she was saying and she went back to normal. So what we found out about extraterrestrials is the abduction thing is it's a part of your soul agreement. And you're basically being abducted by yourself. Because remember when I said in one of my past lives that there is past us, there is present us here and now, and then there is future us. And also remember that our soul picked this body, this vessel, to have this experience. Who's to say that your soul won't pick an extraterrestrial body somewhere way down there in the future? So usually the people that have been abducted by an alien feel like it's a bad experience is really being abducted by themselves, a future self, where they have agreed to have these things implanted into our body for testing, for like how the human will function, grow out of negativity. It's all love, really, because it's an agreement with ourselves. There is a past us, there is a present us, and yes, there is a future Annalisa when she's 80, but there is a future Annalisa, a future soul me, and it's not even my name, way in the future, like 3075. There is a me that exists in the now in 1375. And I might look like an ET. So what I've learned is, I was talking about this today. So ailments and illnesses will come up because we're missing our home star. We're missing like foods that we're supposed to be eating. You know, like the fairy realm that I was talking about. If you have astigmatism, red hair, and anemia, you're a part of the angel realm. If you have O blood type, O resonates with your energy frequency. You're from Atlantis. You have Atlantic blood. If you are B positive blood, you carry ancient knowledge, and you going to Hawaii or the Pacific Islands will be good for you, and touching those stone formations. Do you remember when I told you the story about the girl in the Avalon? Was good. Thank you, Anna. You're so welcome. Do you remember when I told you about Avalon and the woman stepped into the stone circle and then all of a sudden there was an arrow in her face and there was a massive giant and then she looked behind her and she had wings and she was a fairy, a fae. And then her body started to change as she fell in love with her giant, and she became to match the giant because they were like a different sort of hybrid sort of energy. And this was when Chrissy was put under hypnosis. That's why I myself, that's why, so, and what, do you know what blood type you are, Diana? Anemia, raw honey with the honeycomb. To get rid of anything that makes the body out of alignment, what you need to do, you can have mango. So you're a healer. So you heal everybody. If you have an O blood type, yeah. If you have the O blood type, and let me just give me 1 second. If you have O blood type, what did I say about that? O blood type is connected to Jesus. O blood type is connected to Om. It's the energy of the O blood type. When you have the O blood type, you have ancient, like these ancient knowledge that needs to be birthed by going to specific places. Like the O blood type, what do they talk about the O blood? Oh my God, I'm going to lose my page. The O blood type, well, I mean, it's quite profound when you know that you're connected to Jesus. Connected to Atlantis, if you're O blood type. Woven wisdom into your energy. You're connected to the Fae, the fairy realm, druids. So ancient wisdom, when you have an O blood type, you can heal everybody. Makes sense, yeah. Greece, Egypt, yeah, it will activate your DNA. Egypt will remember you and go, oh my God, there's the missing link of us. Now she's here, we can activate pieces of us. Because you have to understand that when you go to these stone sacred sites, they remember you. You might have a past life in Egypt, and you being there is going to activate its energy of the pyramid, and vice versa. They activate your energy as well when you have O blood type. O blood type is connected to Jesus Christ. Whether it's positive or negative, O blood type is connected to Jesus Christ. And I'm not surprised that Jesus has O blood type. He is the healer of everyone. Mango is what I heard is mango leaves, and making it into a tea is going to help. Like, it's got a powerful antibacterial properties that will help you protect from viruses. If you make like a poultice, like some sort of cream, when you make tea leaves into like some sort of poultice, a cream or some sort of cream, it will help, and you apply it on the skin, it will help with infections and flesh-eating viruses. Something in your environment isn't right. Oh, blood type, I wonder if that's why I feel like I would travel to, yes, and you can learn from different countries. A couple of people in here didn't realize that there was such thing as an RH negative bloodline. Anyone with the A blood type, whether it's A, give me 1 second. See, this is why I wanted to start it when everybody was here. Give me 1 second. A blood type, you're connected to druid knowledge, the fays, the angels. Glastonbury here in the UK, touching the stones in Glastonbury would awaken your DNA. Drinking from the chalice well here in Glastonbury holds the power to activate hidden memories. These are all, so when you have that bloodline, that you activate those energies with the A bloodline. We all have something ancient within our bloodline. This is why I said to get this book. This is why I love Sarah Brexman Cosme's books. There's 5 of her books out. Okay, so take a picture of it, guys. Hold on. At the moment, I have 3 of her books. This is why I want to do past life regression. I want to learn about hypnosis and past life regression. I don't think you can see it. Hold on. So we'll do it like this. Sarah Brexman Cosme. From the trial to the star people, Sarah Brexman Cosme. Take a screenshot. The Hypnosis Journey to Avalon, Sarah Brexman Cosme. Take a screenshot. She has 5 books. Google it. A Hypnosis Journey to Atlantis. And do you know why she had to revise this book? Because they censored it. They don't want you to know the superpowers that you have within your DNA. They don't want you to know the superpowers that you have. So much hidden knowledge. That's why I would love to do past life regression. I'm learning about hypnosis. I'm doing hypnosis on myself. When I did a hypnosis on myself, I saw the pyramid. In Egypt, and I saw a flash of white light, and then I opened up my eyes and I didn't continue with it. Thank you, Stephanie. I'm going to highly recommend the raw material as well, and Dolores Cannon's books, and Brian Weiss, Dr. Brian Weiss, Dolores Cannon, and the raw material. The raw material. Law of One. And this is only book 1 because there's like 2 or 3. If anyone is interested in near-death story experiences, this is a great book. So this man interviewed all these people who had a near-death experience and put it into one book. God Took My Clothes. Such a good book. I have it. Oh, good. Oh, good. You want to get closer and you want to know your archangels? You want to know about the archangels? The 12 archangels. Dolores Cannon. You have the 12 archangels. Good. So Sarah Brexman Cosme, Dolores Cannon, taught her. So it's like she's the new Dolores Cannon. I have dyslexia. I'm very slow to reading. But I don't care. I've ordered another book. I ordered it today, and I think there's one new one coming out. Something about the Sphinx. There's what is it? Sarah Brexman Cosme. It's about the Sphinx, the pyramids. I can't remember the book. Let me find out. Sarah Brexman Cosme. I've ordered this. It's coming today. The Secrets of the Sphinx. Sarah Brexman Cosme. Now, the only reason why I want you guys to read her books, or Dolores Cannon, or Brian Weiss, The Raw Material, is because it is said. So when my guides will say to me, what my guides will do is when I wake up in the morning, I go, okay, I'm going to go on Gaia, my guides, show me where to go, tell me where to stop. And then when I flick through like Gaia and I'm going through all of these programs, they will highlight specific programs that I need to watch. And then they will say, take notes. And then I will take notes. And then you tell your brothers and sisters what you've learned here today and let them do the rest. That's the reason why I get information, so you can do it. So I'm waiting for that book, because that book is coming in today. I've still got so much. Take a screenshot if you're able. Let me know when you got it. And you can follow her on Patreon. Is it Patreon? Because there is nothing is censored. Everything goes. Nothing is censored on Patreon. Patreon, yeah. Nothing is censored on there. So when you go on there, she's on there, and you can see everything. She'll do like hypnosis stuff. I'm learning to be a hypnotherapist, because listen to this, yeah. I've been watching these people forever. Do you know how to hypnotize? I keep asking my bestie. I was like, can I hypnotize? She's like, no. I was like, why? And she's like, because I'll lose control. I was like, you will never lose control. You're in power. I'm just guiding you through some steps. And she's like, no. I will convince her eventually, because I know she's going to come here to get another like tuning fork, because I did healing on her with the tuning fork. And she's like, oh my God, Anna, I slept until 12 o'clock. I never sleep until that time. I feel amazing. And I was like, you have no idea what I'm capable of. And then she was like, I'm going to come again. And I was like, yeah, you come again. I want you to. I'm actually thinking about buying a massage table, because I said to you guys that I wanted to do like massaging to activate chakra points and all of this stuff. So anyway, I was like, let me hypnotize you. And she's like, no. I was like, can you hypnotize me? And she's like, no. I was like, really? You won't let me hypnotize you, but you won't hypnotize me. And she's like, what happened if something comes out of your mouth that I don't like and I get scared of? Because there's nothing to be scared of. I'm in control. It's me. You're just connecting to the higher part of me. Yes, those people who get into a deep trance, you're great. You'll be a great person to hypnotize. So let me tell you what she said. And this is why, like, we can pop the pills that our GP gives us, our doctors give us. But I'll tell you what past life regression does for you. Are you ready? And this is all proven facts. It was all factual. It's all been shown that past life regression therapy and hypnosis will actually help. 2 people tried to hypnotize me, but they couldn't. You need to feel comfortable with who you're with. You need to feel comfortable. You need to let go. You need to be comfortable, completely comfortable in your surroundings. You need to feel like you're completely in control. If you can't get hypnotized, you might not need it. You're a Scorpio, psychically tuned in anyway. You might not have to do a hypnosis. It's hard. Right. Let me tell you something. When Sarah Brexman Cosme first started all of this, she was looking for a subject that she could hypnotize. I know her story. I'm obsessed with her. I was hypnotized for counseling. It's really good. I love therapy. I think it's great that people get therapy. I think it's good to talk about it. I have therapy. When my mum died, it was amazing. And you won't believe what happened with my therapist. I don't even know what to tell you. There's so many things that I have to tell you. I ended up being a therapist for my therapist, because she might have been talking to me everything in the physical world, but I started to talk to her about my near-death experience. And then she started to go, oh my God, that's really crazy. My mum and my grandma have a near-death experience. And I was like, really? And then I started talking about star signs. I started talking about this, that, and the other. I started telling her that you're supposed to be writing a book. Did you know that? And she goes, I just started one, but I'm not sure if I was supposed to. And I was like, honey, you're supposed to be a hypnotherapist. And she's like, oh my God, I did look into that. And I was like, I'm just confirming to you what you're supposed to be doing. And she's like, oh my God, I feel like I've had therapy. And I was like, I know you're supposed to be my therapist, but I ended up giving her therapy. And it's amazing because you find your soul tribe like that way. Oh my God, Anna's, my boss was talking to me about star signs. So listen to this. So Sarah Brexman Cosme, she was like, I was looking for a subject to hypnotize, yeah? So I was like, who am I? I need to hypnotize somebody, but I don't know who I'm going to volunteer for. She goes, I had a best friend. And oh, look at that. That happened to me. That happened to me. So he disconnected from the vessel and he was his true self. So when Sarah she said, I had a best friend. She goes, Sarah said, I have a best friend and I really needed a hypnosis subject and I didn't know who would do it. So I ended up speaking to my best friend, and my best friend does not believe in all of this woo-woo. She doesn't believe in hypnotism. She doesn't believe in therapy. She doesn't believe in angels. She doesn't believe in God. She doesn't believe it. She's a very, very earthbound woman. So she goes, she said to her best friend, can I hypnotize you? He's not finished. It's correct. I wasn't finished. I wanted to stay there, but they were like, no, kicking you out of heaven, go back down there and do what you agreed to do. And I was like, fuck, fuck a duck. So her best friend was like, she said to her best friend, listen, I would like to do hypnotherapy because I heard that it could be very healing for somebody. And I heard that it can lock like DNA. This is what Sarah was telling her best friend. And I know you don't believe in all of this stuff, but it could help unlock like the brain, like deconstruct the energy of your mind, your body, and then rebuild it. And, it could help heal physical pains and hit physical ailments. And you know what her best friend said to her? She said, I've got a brain aneurysm. I've got like a tumor in my brain. That's what her best friend said. I can't remember the exact details of it, but there was something wrong with her brain. And then she goes, and Sarah, all the medicine that I'm taking, nothing is working. So at this point in time, I'm willing to do anything to get rid of this thing that's going on with my body. So what does she go and do? She puts her best friend under hypnotherapy, under hypnosis. And you won't believe what happened. She's going back into her past life. She's talking about all the things that happened to her. She must have talked about some sort of trauma. It could have been a head trauma, hence why she had that tumor somewhere in the head. And then all of this energy was from a past lifetime, the trauma that she did not heal. And it followed her through lifetimes into the lifetime that she was living now as Sarah's best mate. So as she was putting her best friend into like the hypnotherapy, and she was talking about the head injury that she had from another lifetime, probably, I don't know, the 12th century, who knows. She said she started to feel liquid come out of her ears, actual liquid. How? I don't know. but liquid comes out of her ears, and it's something to do with the brain. And guess what? It's the tumor, the liquid coming out. And this is not in the spiritual, this is in the physical world, where liquid started coming out of her ears. She goes back to the hospital to find that the tumor that was in her brain is nowhere to be found. It's like once she unlocked the trauma from that past lifetime, it just healed itself. That's why I love past life regression therapy. It's called QHHT, quantum healing something. And what happened was she unlocked and unblocked something from a past life that it healed her, automatically healed from. You can heal yourself from cancer. What did you say you had problems with, you, Diana? You got this and that bullshit. Don't claim it like it's yours, because it doesn't belong to you. Like it literally, everyone who went and done a past life regression goes all the way back to something, and they will pinpoint why they have that specific pain. Isn't that crazy? Meditating on the crown chakra, QHTT. Yes, it's quantum healing something. You don't need your lenses. All you've got to do, high fab, all you've got to do is deep meditation, unlock. There's suppressed energy, which is suppressed in the physical body, which creates the ailment. Now, the suppressed energy could have been from a past life that your soul needs to speak about. This is why I say to everybody, write it down. Have a journal, dream journal, whatever deep. Thank you. QHHT, quantum healing hypnosis technique. I'm learning to do that. Oh, well, I hope maybe one day. You never know, Miss Lotus. You never know. It's all us. All our ailments is created and caused because of us. It could have been created in a past life that in this life we need to look at, to resolve, to clear it out. One guy that I was when I was doing my research and I was watching him, he had 3 near-death experiences, and he was like, I don't want any more. I think I'm done. He managed to be Benjamin Button. He basically stunted his aging. So when they showed a picture of him before his near-death experience, he looked really old, and and when I'm looking at him now, he looks gorgeous. And he literally stopped the aging process after his 3 near-death experiences. He understood that being happy, being in joy, and being in love, and being relaxed, and being like just letting the chips fall where they may, reverses the growth, the aging process. It's so, we as divine human beings have no idea how we can do telepathy. We can be Matilda, lift things with our minds. We have capabilities of communicating like telepathy. We have that. We're able to lift things with our minds. We're able to manifest what we want if we can just pull ourselves into the energy of pure, unconditional love and harmony and balance, and no fears and no worries about the future, the present, our health. We're able to activate the DNA, which is already embedded in us, to do the healing and to manifest the life that we want. I'm nearly there. I'm not going to say to you, oh, I'm there yet, because I don't have a beach house overlooking the fucking beach. And I don't have a swimming pool just yet. And I ain't got a bloody, I haven't got the forest behind my house. I'll get there though. So look, I brought the forest to me. In the meantime, all these are all trees. I brought the forest to me. So it's okay, look, you know what? I can't have my forest yet. So screw it. I'm going to put wallpaper, pink, like rose-colored forest. These are all trees behind me. Also bring in the moon, yeah? Why not? This is why I say make your home, your sanctuary, your haven. Do I want a swimming pool? Fine. I'm going to buy myself like a £50 paddling pool, put it out in the back garden and sit under the sun and sit in there and drink my cocktail. There you go. Bring it to you before you actually have it in the physical world. It's like make do with what you got. Enjoy what you have. Life is a blessing. It doesn't matter if you're going through something. That too shall pass. This too shall pass. Life is a blessing. So we have to feel it. We have to be engrossed in our environment in this present moment. Like, don't be happy tomorrow. Be happy now. Feel the joy now to activate your code. Now, the reason why I want you to read these books, and I'm recommending these books, is because it is said that when you read these books, there's going to be something familiar to you. It's going to activate. Just reading the book alone can activate your DNA code that is dormantly sleeping, your superpowers that are sleeping. You might be connected to Atlantis because of your blood type, and then something will awaken you. Your DNA will awaken just by reading this book. You might be connected to Avalon, the Fae, and the Druids, and Earth energy. You might be an Avalonian. You're connected to those energies. It will open up a DNA strand within you, and it will awaken your superpowers. You might be connected to the shamans, the star people. You might be connected to this lineage, your ancestral line. It will waken up that energy within you. Gina. Avalon. Hidden knowledge that the governments don't want us to know. Her books were censored. She had to revise this book because there's too much. She knows too much. She was also, because I follow her on YouTube, she was also in YouTube prison because when she was talking about remedies for cancer, they were like, censored. Did you know that eating almonds every day, almonds, will alleviate cancer? Soursop. Did you know that? And guess what? All of these things that will alleviate illness or get rid of illness completely is all in Mother Earth. Really? Oh, look at that. Really, Miss Lotus? I bought an almond tree. My God. Cancer is $1 billion business. So do you know when all of these hypnotherapies, they write a book and they give you they give you the information of how to heal cancer. They are like, oh no, we got to censor that bitch because she's letting everybody know that all you got to do is eat a handful of almonds every day cures cancer. Oh my God, we're fucked. How are we going to be a billionaire? How are we going to make all of these money for ourselves and be rich or die trying? So this is why I'm saying to you, everything we'll ever need, everything that we'll ever need is already on Earth. It's already here on Earth. The mushrooms that we eat. I recommended something about cancer fighting foods. I said something about a mushroom. I can't remember what it is. I said something about dates. And then I said something else about something. What was it? The other thing? Of course, they're killing our planet, but there's too many of us are waking up. There's too many of us waking up. And if we as a collective can send out love frequency to those assholes in love and light, what will happen is we'll start to change their frequency. Because remember, you're a frequency, you're a pulse, you're a pulse of light. your heartbeat is a pulse. The words that you use of vibrational frequency is sound healing. So when your heart is beating, you're a frequency of healing. You're a frequency. So imagine if all of us together are pulsating out love vibrations to all of these wankers. They're going to end up becoming loving beings. And then all of a sudden, the whole planet and Mother Gaia is going to be like, thank you for sending out love because you're healing me too. I called a doctor in India. Her father had cancer. He now is in remission. I told her exactly what to give him. Imagine a handful of dates, a spoonful of honey makes the cancer fuck off. The cancer fuck off. The cancer fuck off. Everything, every information, because you know my brother was diagnosed with lung cancer, right? All this information I'm getting, all right, bro, you need to get this and you need to get this and you need to get this and that and this. And she's like, oh, I've got 1, 2, and 3, but now I need to get 4 and 5. And I'm like, these are all healing things. Oh, God, it's so good. I'll have more information for you next Sunday. Believe it. Believe it. So go check out Gaia. Go check out Sarah Brexman Cosme. Go and check out, Theo and who else is there? Abraham Hicks. And go and check out, who's the other one? The guy with the bald head. I really hope that I'm giving all of you food for thought. Bashar, thank you. Food for thought. Oh, look at you. You look hot. Where you going? Oh, I'm going to be left at home on my own. Oh, no. Take your time. Don't come back anytime soon, kid. Go and have some fun. Fuck me. Piss right off. Bye. Love you. Angels and guides and loved ones. Protect my kid. Take her to her destination and back home safely. Thank you and amen. Have fun. Take your sweet time. Okay. Always fucking cleaning up of these kids. I mean, the bitch is 23 years old. It's like, why is your shoe there? Why is your eyelashes there? I mean, at one point in my car, I was picking up a drink and I saw fucking eyelash stuck to my drink. And I was like, why are your eyelashes everywhere, dude? And it's like, there's one in my wallet as well. It's like, what the fuck? She's like, Mum, can I borrow your makeup? Well, I can't stop you, can I? Mum, can you send me some money? Because I'm a little bit broke. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'll come back soon, Mum. No. Take your sweet time. Healthcare is big business. I know, I'm in it. Oh, God. Oh, no. Mine is almost 20. Lashes on the dog paws. Looking like spiders. That's a motherfucking new one. I think it's a spider. That's so funny. I bet you if I was... Let me just go and see. Let's have a look. I bet you she's fucking messed up my house. I'm telling you. Let's see what that little shit's done. Oh, look at that. The fuck? I mean, why is her wig there? Look at that. Well, what the fuck is this shit? Did you see what I'm saying? Fucking eyelashes everywhere. I'm like, listen, when you come and stay at your mother's house, yeah, do me a favour. Keep your shit in one place, child. I'm going to go and see my bedroom now. Let's have a look and see what the fuck's going on in here. What does she do? Oh, look at that. She did not do my bed. Fuck's sake. Oh, God, my son says he's coming to visit. I'm like, Bubs, it's all right. It's all right, darling. We can just talk on FaceTime. Don't worry about coming over. We're good. As soon as you fucked up my bathroom. I'm like, babe, is it all right when you brush your teeth, you can clean your spit? Fucking hairs everywhere. Fuck. It's like, oh, Lord of mercy. All children are the same. Lazy fuckers. I love my daughter, but she needs to go home. She's like, Mum, I'm coming over. I was like, why? And she's like, what do you mean, don't you miss me? And I was like, yes, babe, I miss you. Yeah, sure, come over. Why not, come over. And I'm like, it's fucking annoying. Toothpaste on the sink, and then she'll squeeze the mayonnaise or the toothpaste. My father, when he was alive, when I was a little girl, my father would be like, kids, come here. So we go into the bathroom, and then he'll take the toothpaste. We've squeezed it from the top. Oh, God forbid. My father's like, can you squeeze it from the bottom and make it come up this way? Don't do it from the top. And I used to be like, is he all right? That's what I used to think, yeah? My dad did it very, yeah, so is my dad. I'm an adult now, and when I look at my toothpaste and my daughter's squeezing it from the middle, I'm getting really pissed off. I'm like, hello, can you fucking squeeze the toothpaste from the fucking bottom? And then I keep getting my mayonnaise bottle, and for some reason there's like it's not squeezed from the bottom, she's squeezing it right in the middle, and now there's like it's really, I don't know. Is it just me, or is it, oh God, help me. Oh, and I'll tell you this as well with my daughter. I love her. So, Vaseline. I like my Vaseline to myself. My daughter's 23. God knows where those lips have been. She doesn't know where my lips has been. It's like, who did you go? Did you go out with your man last night? Yeah, don't know what you're doing. Fuck this shit. So anyway, I don't think I'm a stingy person, yeah? So I would have my lip balm. My daughter's like, Mum, can I have some? And I'm like, where's yours? Exactly, Gina. I'm like, where's yours? So this is what I do. So I got Baccarat perfume. Does anyone know Baccarat? Like Baccarat perfume in the UK in Selfridges is like £420 bottle. And I'm able to get a discount because my sister works in Selfridges. And that's, yeah, it's like it's 400 and something pound bottle. And the small one's like 250 quid. It's like, you fucking kidding me? That's like my perfume. So when my mum was alive, she was like, can I have some of your perfume? And I was like, here. And then I could see her spraying it all over herself. And I'm getting pissed off, yeah? So I called my sister and I'm like, listen, Mum's using my perfume. I need you to order another one. I don't give a shit. I'll buy another one. So the kind of way that I am when I don't like, I'm not being stingy, I will buy you your own so you don't have to use mine. So if I'm going out buying myself some Vaseline, I'm getting my daughter Vaseline as well because I know that bitch is going to ask me for mine. I buy her one and she's still going, Mum, can I borrow your Vaseline? And I'm like, where is your one? I bought one for me and I buy one for you. Where is it? And she's like, I think it's in my bag, but I'm not really sure. So I have to go like this and then I have to put it on her skin. And she's like, why won't you just let me, I'm like, listen, bitch, I don't know where your mouth has been, yeah? I was like, I'm sorry, I love you, but no. And then she's like, all right, that makes sense. I get it. And I was like, you don't know where my life has been, my mouth has been. She's like, Mum, you're a fucking nun. You ain't been nowhere. And I was like, all right, fair enough. And like perfumes, I'll buy an outfit. I'll buy 2 of each because I know my daughter's going to take my shit. Yeah? She's like, oh, can I borrow that? Nope, here you go. Got you one already. Don't fucking touch my one. And then I'm like, does that make me stingy? I'm sure it doesn't because I buy myself one so you don't have to touch my one even though you're still touching my one. It's just so annoying. I know it's so annoying. I love her. She's my bestie and we go out for drinks and we have fun. But she's Aries. She's Aries, Aquarius, and Libra. That's why my mum is a Libra and her and my mum tag teamed my ass. So it's like I'm like fighting both of those bitches. Sorry, Mum, I love you, but you know what I mean. Like when them two tag team against me, I have to be like, you know, leave my shit alone. Yeah, it's so fucking annoying. Oh, Lord of mercy. That's the only reason why I had one. I ain't gonna have another one. My son's feet is double the size of mine and he steals my socks. That is so good. I bet you his sock is coming at the middle of the end of his foot is showing. That is so good. I love that. Cece, that is so funny. And he steals my socks. That's a classic, man. Oh man, that's so funny. Says it feels better. Looks like trainer socks. You're like, yeah, walk a mile in my socks, mate. I hide my stuff now. What are you talking about? I don't even hide it in my closet because somehow my little nook and cranny, my daughter somehow has got like this, she's got like a wolf nose. She can smell when there's like hidden things. And I'm like, why, how the fuck did she find that? So I bought myself a corset. So I use this corset when I work out. So it's like a really good corset. So it can like, yeah. And my daughter loves it. Yeah. And what does she go and do? She's like, ooh, look, a corset. And I'm like, don't fucking touch it. And I'm like, here you go. You can have that one. I go, you can have this one. It doesn't really fit me. But really, it's like, no, you're not touching the good one. I'm having that one. I can't even find what I hired me either. She's like, Mum, can I borrow your brush? Mum, can I borrow your gel? Mum, can I borrow your this? And I'm like, oh, God, when are you going home? And I don't say it out loud, but I'm thinking it. And because me and her telepathy, she's like, I feel like you don't like it when I'm here. And I'm like, I love it when you're here, babes. It's just that maybe you should come here 4 days in the week and that's it. And then go home. Because, you know, I need some peace and quiet sometimes. Never see it again, man. It's so true. But your son, though, with the socks, man, that's fucking classic. I need a key to my room. Mine's 38. I ask that all the time. Oh, God, I only had one because I couldn't handle it. And she's like 5 kids in one body. But when my girl was very small, when my second sister's a Capricorn and she can't get along with my Aries sister. Yeah, she's an Aries. When my daughter was that age, she would see spirit. When she was that young, she could see spirit. I could hear her talking. So I'll tell you what abilities my daughter has that she got from me, but hers is heightened. My daughter can see when a dead body, like if she'll be like, Mum, somebody's died and their body is in the lake and I can foresee. And then she'll hear something on the news, or she'll hear a report, or she'll go on her phone, and then what she saw, she'll run to me and go like, Mum, that's what I saw. The girl's body was under the lake. That's the ability that my daughter has. So she has that thing like my other niece, where she can know when somebody is, like my niece can know when somebody's born and when somebody's going to die. But my sister, like my daughter can like find missing people. It's weird. I only had one and a girl, and it would have been better with 10 boys. That's like Stephanie asking me to make a sandwich for her because it tastes better. That's what my daughter did. She's like, Mum, can you make me a matcha? And I was like, make it your fucking self, you lazy cow. And she's like, yeah, but you make it better than me. And I'm like, no, it's because you're fucking lazy and you don't want to do it yourself. It's so funny. I've got some more stuff that I'm going to talk to you about next week. You know, I always try to give you guys information that's going to help and heal you in some way. Remember, go forth and prosper. Do your own investigation. I'm probably going to end up doing every weekend tarot and SuperFan live Saturdays and Sundays. I think it will probably be better that way. So, because everybody's off. They're so lazy. I feel like they're missing the gene. They are. Because my best friend was like, so, you know, Rome, her son is 15. And she was like, He does the dishes. He like folds the clothes and he hoovers the floor. And I was like, oh, do you know what my daughter does? She rolls up a joint and goes out and smokes while I fucking cook and do the fucking dishes. She's a spoiled little shit. I was like, your son is hanging clothes and fucking washing and fucking hoovering the floor. And my daughter's like, oh, I'm so tired, Mum. And I was like, tired from what? All the fucking resting that you're doing. All the fucking, yeah, mine too. 10 boys would have been better. Oh no. I hear you. I was like, what are you tired of? What are you tired of, babes? You're tired of putting your feet up and resting and chatting on the phone and taking fucking pictures? Yeah, I'm not saying my daughter's a lazy cow because, you know, she is like studying, working and all that, but fucking hell. You fucking tired of rolling up a joint, are ya? Give me some of that shit. Oh, God. Oh, it's not her fault. It's my fault because she was my only child. I spoiled her like a little shit that she is. And my siblings are like, well, you spoiled her. And, you know, I was like, shut up. She's my only child. I carry a Dorothy basket to pick up her shirts, to pick up her shit. Yeah. It's everywhere, isn't it? Fucking hell. Oh, God, it's so good that we have so much in common, guys. All right, I'm going to be doing readings throughout the week. I'll be on Instagram, I'll be on TikTok, but I will come back again on Saturday to do tarot for my super fans. And then I'll come back on Sunday to do talk. Mine are all spoiled because of the age gap. Oh. My dog is too... Is your dog spoiled as well, yeah? I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. I will let you know what time I'm coming on Saturday. I always let you know either day before or really early in the morning because I've got clients that I have to take care of. And then I need a respite in between going live and then doing my clients. So I'll let you know. And I'll post it up on YouTube, on TikTok and on Instagram. So you guys can see both platforms. I've ordered my book. Has everybody got their honey? Get your honey. Get your honey with your honeycomb. Get all of it. All right, love you guys. Get your books, read up, watch Gaia. Go and get Prime if you're able to. Love and appreciate you. God bless you. I love you. I'll see you this week. Bye, guys.